Anyways, sorry, Noah.
Anyway.
Continue.
Alright, y'all ready to begin? You'll have y'all's stuff pulled up, y'all's stuff actually working. Hopefully mine stays that way. Cool.
I'm checking my spells.
As you should.
We're all spelled up.
All spelled up.
I
Alright.
need to check. I know they're all good. I only choose bangers.
Let's go ahead and do facts. Get those done.
Fireball.
So, who wants to go first after 4 months of not effect?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Lancer wants to go first. Alright.
Funny enough, Lancer has about 17 seizures in his sleep.
Has like every time he sleeps.
Every time he sleeps. You see, exposed nerve endings are very interesting. Lancer turns over on his side. It does not do too well.
So it's not an actual seizure. He's just going, like, he's flopping around like a fish in his sleep. Like, I was about to say, like, if he's having 17 seizures, like, his brain is cooked. It's fried.
Like, instead of him snoring, he goes...
No, because, if you have 17 seizures, you are, like, on your way to brain death.
That's actually what wakes Kill up in the morning. He doesn't take a cup of coffee. He just, as soon as his 4 hours is done, he's just, oh god, Lancer's, oh no, he's fine.
Oh yeah, we're good. Okay.
Again. Like, Lancer doesn't even drink coffee in the morning. He just drinks a hefty health potion.
Yeah, no, like after one seizure, like you're almost guaranteed to have some kind of disorder for the rest of your life. Like aphasia, you cannot communicate, you can't understand words. Like, I was about to say, there's no way. All right, anyways, I'm done being this.
All right, starting off strong. All right, who's going next, Kel or Beau?
You want to rock, paper, scissors?
Oh, I think I'll just go. Don't worry, Kieran.
All right.
So, Kel, all these years adventuring, not years really. I mean, it's only been like realistically, it's only been like 6 months for Kel, right?
Yeah, for Kel, it's been like it has not been long for Kel.
So yeah, okay, this kind of aids to it. All these months, Kel has still been building up his coordination. He's not a very athletic guy, not very, very athletic. His strength is -1, but his entire life, his goal. Physically, a lot of people are like, I want 6 packs, I want this. Kel, his entire life's goal, physicality-wise, is he really wants to be able to do skips. He cannot skip. He has tried on his face every single time. And like these 6 months, he's gotten close. He's gotten close. Like, I don't know what it is. It might be some like divine intervention, but like he's this close. But every time, every single time.
Is it? Hang on. Is it like he gets a couple in and then falls, or is that as soon as he thinks about it, he's just down?
No. So like as soon as he starts, I guess I gotta clarify. He's like, that's why I was saying it's like divine intervention almost. Like the arc will be perfect. It's perfect for him, and then like millimeters from the ground, just
his foot just turns.
Something happens. And that's what I'm saying. It might be divine intervention. We don't know.
There's just a gun that's screwing with Kel.
Guidance.
Yeah, that's my final skill check for the entire series. Is
you hit level 20, you're able to skip.
At the final boss, it's absolutely necessary that Kel has to skip.
Yeah, we get to a puzzle dungeon someday, and it's like, do 3 skips, and I don't know, and it's just like, and both Lancer and Beau are down. I'm like, fuck. Get a little training montage.
It's the hopscotch.
He has to do hopscotch with the final boss.
All right. Anyway, Beau's. So I've explained before how Beau got some of his hats. Now for another hat, his raccoon skin hat. How he got it is pretty...
Davy Crockett.
He stole it from Davy Crockett. The end.
Oh, shut up,
Davy Crockett.
He stole it from the Duck Dynasty show.
Did you anyway, one of those guys died?
No, yeah, I didn't.
Probably.
They're also supposedly turbo racist.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know, man. But anyway, Beau. So Beau had at the church. Beau occasionally went to church because, that's how he learned about the moon goddess, and that's how he kind of came about it. Anyway, he'd go to church, and one of the people there was asking for some help hunting down something for food, and Beau knows a little bit about the forest. He decided to help the guy, hunted down a deer. The dude shot it, brought the deer home, and he said, "Thank you, young man. Have a hat." and Beau got that raccoon skin hat.
So the
That
payment,
man, he
all
also
that.
When people
Have a
do me
hat.
favors, I give them hats personally. That's also what I do.
And Beau's just like, "Thank you," and he kept it ever since. That's how he got the hat.
Nice.
Because that voice is like Beau's voice in his youth. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. He was
What
like,
happened? Did he go like through puberty since we last met him?
he was like, I imagine he was like 15 at the time or something.
Oh, okay. He was a late bloomer.
All right. So,
Where's
No.
that no effect?
no effect. I am standing because I've gotten a
Franklin
standing desk
facts.
since last time. Franklin is not here.
Franklin.
That's not a fact. That's an observation.
Well,
I would
That's an
argue.
observation.
That's
an observation.
I cleaned my desk since last time.
Nah, give us a magic fact.
That's better.
A magic fact, like Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
No, I disagree. It has to be a magic fact. Magic any sense.
Magic
by the way,
in any
I'm
sense.
Still listening. I'm
Yes,
still
I
listening. By the
think
way,
so.
I'm still
Okay.
here. I'm just.
In Magic
Absolutely.
the Gathering fact, I still haven't gotten the one card I've been looking for since we got into Magic, so that's my magic fact. There it's
Neither have I. I've actually been trying to get that too.
Wow.
Do you want it for a deck?
No, so give it to Noah.
Oh.
We've both been on the
No,
hunt for it.
He wants to crack it. He wants to crack it.
Yeah.
I've tried. I told him that. I would.
I mean,
I was
if
like, it's
ju-
only like $12 on my LGS.
Yeah,
I would buy it.
look, if someone cracks it and gives it to me, I'll take it. But I'm not buying it straight up. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it from some seller.
Yeah, no.
I'm not doing that. That's
That'd be a
cheatsies.
I respect the grind.
That's
I
a
respect the
cheat.
grind.
I respect the
It's not a grind. It's called gambling. Wrong G word, brother. That is called gambling.
Hey,
With capital G
this
gambling.
side of the Discord will be our gambling little selves. You can stay on that side with your empty Kieran, who will be replaced.
Yeah.
Who will be replaced
I'll
by a
say-
picture.
I'll stay over here with
Yeah.
my fatter bank.
And
I'm incredibly poor.
Yeah, you're also
I'll stay
incredibly
over
poor.
here with my incredibly poor bank and my abundance of cards.
You know what? You don't need an abundance of cards to make a good deck, though. So, I'm gonna be so real with you. I think it's so funny. There's like probably like 1,000 cards that are just better than that one.
I know,
Like,
but
for the
poison.
exact same role.
But I want.
Yeah, no, for the exact same thing.
I know, but I
Poison
want
cards
that
are
one. I
everywhere.
want that one.
Oh,
Anyway,
actually-
anyway, no more magic for now. Time for an okay recap.
I feed.
How was Cole supposed to play the game?
Ugh. Okay,
I lost the game.
I lost the game.
I'm gonna leave. All right.
No.
So, time for an okay recap. After the whole island thing, after clearing the fake island, Mirage Island, whatever, extra pocket dimension reality, whatever it was, y'all went back to your boat to find that there were some pieces scattered around. You inspected them, that you turned out they were manual. So, hop back on the boat, gathered pieces of manual, started fixing them, started heading out to go find an island to try and find the big piece that you're missing, the giant computer chip thing. So, after a bit of sailing, y'all came across some sort of truck stop. I called it Port Goal, which I didn't specify, but I named later. It's called Port Goal. So, y'all landed there. Y'all went shopping for a bit, had a shopping episode. It was quite fun. Lancer arm wrestled, even with his crappy arm, and still won. And then, I think Kieran watched someone get blown up. Chase sat with a grandma for like the entire time, just waiting.
I was no. I was not sitting with. I was held captive. That was a hostage situation.
Yes, it was.
Also,
Yes.
I was thinking about Lancer doing his arm wrestling. There's no universe where that is fair. He's like, isn't he in lore like 9 foot tall?
They
like,
didn't need to
300
know
pounds?
that. They didn't need to know that. All they needed to
They
do was
have
bet their
eyes,
money.
They have eyes.
I was sitting down.
Well, they
Yeah, but you're still. If you're 9 foot, you're still like this wide.
Maybe someone wanted to show off. All right. Maybe someone thought they could beat him and wanted to show off. All right.
I would like to point out
Yeah,
in my lore, my height is definition tall, very tall, like 9'3".
Nice. So yeah, maybe they just wanted to win. Maybe they just wanted to win.
There's no,
Anyway,
unless it's all in the legs, there's no way they couldn't see.
it's all in the legs. He's just a very short torso. He's like a
that's what I'm
he's like a 4 foot sized person torso.
It's like all 300 pounds are in the thighs. Dude, when Lancer walks, you hear thunder.
All right. Anyway, so after figuring out that after actually gaining all the money you needed for the Indinium ship and not buying or ordering some Indinium, you decided to go rob from a Determinus battleship or warship, whatever, to get your Indinium there. So, y'all gathered a crap ton of money, bought some new stuff, Kieran realized afterwards that he wanted to buy some new stuff. Anyway, we'll get to that at some point. And
was this like off camera?
yeah, this is in the 4 months.
Okay.
Kieran was like, "Man, what was good for my character?" And we actually talked about it quite a bit. So
Has it really been 4 months? Actually,
it's been 4 months. It was January, end of January.
Wow.
Yes, I posted the video. I think in like that's February, March. I think in March. Probably February.
The Silver and Shenanigans channel is bone dry.
Yes, it is. There's been one short since that time. Anyway, so you'll head back to the ship, and y'all set off. Oh, also, before when y'all first got to Port Goal, you realize that there is a storm about 5 days out. You'll spend about like 3 days on this island, so there's a storm about 2 days out. So on this last day, the ship is about to come in. So y'all head back to your ship, and y'all are about to set off. I say about because y'all did say y'all set off, but in case y'all want to do any more things here, y'all are about to set off. And Jake, what'd you have?
There's a storm coming.
All right. Thank you for contributing.
Can I also add in that I don't know, I don't think you mentioned in the recap, I may be tripping, but the Keller's like crafting up some kind of plan.
Yeah, you were. I completely forgot about your
Keller's
plan.
depressed, pissed off, all at the same time.
Yeah, and he's still crafting a plan to absolutely obliterate someone. I think.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the plan was.
Noah's had 4 months to buff up this boat, so I don't know.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't. You haven't.
No,
Okay.
I haven't. I haven't touched this prep since 2 days ago. Jake, was it yesterday?
It was yesterday. I think it says Noah said, "Hang on, I gotta prep real quick." He was gone for like 5 minutes. Came back, he's like, "All right, I'm done."
Yeah, I literally just wanted to look at all my abilities for my characters. It's been apparently Roll20 goes into hibernation if you don't interact with your game in a long time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that.
So, yeah, no, I'm familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
No, so just to pull back the curtain a little bit, I heard you say there was character sheets. I was like, well, it might be cooked. Like if there's character sheets,
Yeah.
like there's gonna be something actual actions here, but
Yeah. Yes, Jake.
Alexa would like to roll.
Oh no.
Okay. No, you rolled just before y'all set sail.
Damn it!
Oh, also,
what
I forgot to mention.
Wasn't there a storm though?
Yes, there is a storm. There's a storm about 2 days out. Anyway, what I forgot to mention is during one of these days, Jake pulled something from the bag, but I didn't say what it was. So there's a lingering threat near Jake.
Oh no!
Why don't we all just stay together?
All right. Anyway,
do we didn't see him rip it, right?
No, y'all saw him pull nothing from the bag, and then he just looked scared because he's pulled nothing.
Okay.
So y'all have no clue what he has. Anyway, so anything y'all want to do on this island before y'all actually officially set sail?
I don't know what I have. I don't know. What do I have?
You'll have 2 days before the storm gets here, and also 2 days before the ship starts passing by Port Goal, if it even stops by. Yes, Kieran. While you're munching. I fully disagree. Anyway, what?
Anyway, but Beau's gonna go on a quick shopping trip. He's
Okay.
gonna try to get some upgrades for his person.
All right.
Did we spend all of our money?
No, I don't think y'all did.
Oh yeah, no. Kel has $1,000 in his bank account.
Yeah, I think Kieran has the rest of it.
Making money.
And Jake, I think Jake gave all of his to Kelenar.
Yeah.
I figured since we're
Okay.
gonna be getting a bunch of Indinium, we're gonna be fine.
Let's not very responsible with money. Last time we had money, it all just seemed to disappear.
No, you got all your stuff back from Sam, and then you gave it all to Kelenar.
No, I'm talking about the first time I had money
Right.
at the first town.
Right.
All
All right. So
Anyway,
Beau's going shopping. Kelenar.
yeah, he's gonna go to the armor store and the weapon store. Armor store first, unless they're like one building.
Sorry. I think while waiting for Beau, I think Kel's just gonna summon familiar. Like he's just gonna spend an hour hour and 10 minutes to summon.
I forgot in the recap. You have Yonshur now. You hatched your egg.
Yeah!
You hatched your egg. You have a Yonshur.
Yes!
And I think his character sheet is somewhere in the Discord. I think in Looney Tunes somewhere.
Is it?
I think so. Either that or I
It might be
sent
in
it
my
to
DM.
you. Yeah, it might be in your DMs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Search back in January. It'll be somewhere there.
By the way, viewers, in case you're wondering why he said Looney Tunes, we have a channel in our Discord called Looney Tunes Chaos.
Yes, we do.
Hey, you're doxing our channel.
Whoa.
He's lying to you.
He's lying. He's a liar. All right, Kieran. So what are you buying?
Beau's gonna look for a Sentinel shield.
Sentinel shield. Okay, so you walk in the swordsmith shop or the armor weapon shop. Yeah, I forgot there's also a weapon shop. You walk in the weapon shop and you ring the bell. There's no sign of the shopkeep.
But Beau's gonna look around like, hello, I'd like to buy something.
There's no answer.
Where? Huh? Is there a bell on the table he can ring?
Yeah, you ring the bell. There's no answer. There seems to be no sign of anyone in here.
All right. I guess I'll browse until they show up. He's like look at the walls, see if there's anything he's looking for there yet.
All right. Lance, are you doing anything, Kel?
I still am selling my familiar, so I imagine I'll be stuck doing that for a minute.
Right. Okay. Lancer, well, you're pondering very intensely.
Pondering the orb.
Aha! Oh, what?
Oh no, carry on.
You don't need to do anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Kel, how long does that spell take to summon?
An hour and 10 minutes. That's why I'm getting it out of the way now.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Beau, you wait for about an hour, and there's still no sign of anyone. There's still no sign of any weaponsmith.
Did he happen to find a sentinel shield or anything of note on the walls?
Yeah, we'll say you find a sentinel shield on the wall.
All right.
Quick question. What time is it outside right now?
It's about... I'm going to say you got up at like 7, so it's about 8. Well, but Kel, you got up earlier, but, they got up at 7.
Yep.
It's now around 8.
Okay.
All right. But Beau's looking at the shield. Is like, oh, this could be nice.
Yeah, you see a price tag on it for... What does it do again? I'm not going to name a random price.
I have it pulled up right here.
Oh, cool.
It's an uncommon rarity. While holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception specifically checks. The shield is emblazoned with a symbol of an eye.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see a price tag on it. It says about 175. 175 gold.
Like, well, I mean, I'm gonna pay for it, but I would like to let him know I'm buying it. What Beau does is like he sets down the shield on the counter and he leaves he counts out his gold. He leaves a pile of 175 gold pieces, and he decides to write a note saying like, I decided to buy this sentinel shield, but I didn't know where you were. This should be the full price. And he just like writes down his first name, Beau.
Okay. While you're writing this down, roll perception check for me.
Yes.
You now have advantage on those, don't you not?
Do you have two attunes?
I do actually.
Oh, you don't have two attunes.
No,
I don't.
Let's go.
That's even better.
Does it say you have two attunes?
I don't know.
You click on the thing.
It
and if
cannot
says
be added to my inventory. Why?
Yeah.
Is my inventory full?
There's no such thing.
Why did not?
You should see Cal's inventory, bro.
I'm not able to hold it.
Hang on. Yours might be broken. Hang on, I'm looking.
I'm having an error screen.
Crap. Okay, I can't pull it. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna switch over to the other Wi-Fi just so I can pull up other things real quick. Hang on. Sick. All right,
Okay,
Kieran. I guess you're playing pen and paper. Just write that down.
All right, I was able to get it.
Oh, you got it.
have it
Okay,
equipped
cool.
now.
Cool.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good thing I just pulled yours up.
Anyway, I'm gonna roll perception now.
Okay.
And I have advantage on it, so I'm gonna roll it twice.
Yes, you do.
I'm glad I have advantage on it because I rolled a 4 on my first one. 11.
11. Nothing. You're focused on writing.
Dang it! I hope nothing bad is happening. But like, Beau left the right amount, and he left a note saying he wanted the shield.
With
And
advantage, you
he's
only
even
got
gonna
a
call
7.
out before he leaves, like, I buy your sentinel shield. I left the exact amount on the counter. if there's any issues, please let me know before I leave, and I'll fix it. If not, I can come back to double check. Thank you.
All right, and as you finish saying that, you hear the door swing open. You see the tinkerer walk in. He's like, "Oh, hello, customer. Sorry, he asked me to watch the store," and he hobbles on over. What can I help you with today? Signal shield. 170. 170. Oh, okay. He just takes the gold and puts it in the register. Very good. Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to watch it. I'm kind of watching 2 stores today. Didn't hear because of the explosions. So
I understand. What happened to the other owner?
I don't know. He said he was heading out early this morning. I think he left somewhere around like 4. I don't know. He barged in like all frantic. He was like, "Oh, I need to go watch my shop." He tossed 200 gold at me and left. So I don't know.
All right. Since you're here, do you happen to know if he's selling anything that can improve my shotgun, like better ammunition?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot of ammunition here. Let's see. Here's a crap ton of different elements. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm not sure. What would you recommend? Like, if you were to take a guess, if anything were hostile were to attack me or my allies, what do you think it would most likely be weak to?
I mean, you're not going to run out into a lot of demons and, like, fire dragons or anything fire elemental out in the ocean, so... I mean, fire's a pretty good bet, especially if you're shooting a boat, then, if you don't have cannons, just shoot the boat with fire. I think it works.
That happens to be a very excellent idea. I'll take the incendiary. Are they incendiary? I like to call them incendiary.
Yeah, they're incendiary.
Fire shotgun shells.
They're technically called fire arrows, but, But no. They're shells. They're shells, They're just mislabeled,
I understand.
Yeah. How many would you like? They're about I think they come in a bundle of, I don't know. So we'll say, Kieran, go ahead and add arrows to your list. And
fire arrows?
No, just look up arrows and then rename them flame arrows, and then you can put in notes. You can there should be a little pencil by the name. You can change the name and also enter a note, and you can add 2d6 fire damage to it as well. Yeah, 2d6 is fine. And that's in addition to your base damage of the weapon.
Alright.
And for a bundle of 15, they're about a gold each, so take as many as you want.
Okay.
Where's the bundle discount?
This guy's not confident enough to do discounts because it's not his shop.
Fair.
It's not his shop.
No, he's covering for someone else.
Put in the notes?
So put in the notes it does an extra 2d6 fire damage.
Alright.
And they're, again, a gold each, so however many you want. Just subtract that much amount of gold. Alright, so about 15 minutes later, you're done with shopping, correct?
Yep, for now.
Perfect. Alright, so about an hour and 15 minutes later, Beau walks out of the shop. I'm guessing heads back to the boat, or anything else you want to do?
Yeah, he's going back to the boat.
Alright, back to the
Beau's
boat.
going to the boat.
So, you're all reunited. Lancer is looking left and right, apparently. It's weird.
On his way back from the boat, I've since casted 2 other things. They're only 10 minutes though, so I imagine I've probably cast them both by the time he gets back.
Sure, yeah. I mean, also on the boat ride, you'll have enough time, so sure. Floating disc?
Yeah, floating disc. Oh, wait, never mind. It's a duration of 1 hour. We'll pause on that.
Okay. Alright, so, anything else you want to do on this island before y'all set sail? To rob and pirate and plunder. Lancer, any last minute things?
Blood to this continent for.
Alright, Lancer ready. Alright, so, and y'all begin to set sail at least north. That's about all y'all really know of where the ship is coming from, so y'all just heading north and hoping to kind of see it on the horizon. So.
I think I'm on the wrong boat.
Yes, you'll look over and Lancer is on a stranger's boat. They kind of look at us like, "What are you doing here? Get off!" And they're trying to start pushing you off the ship. And y'all's ship has already started leaving, so...
Beau's on the deck and he just sighs and he covers his
Get the bridge of his... Yeah, the bridge of his...
All right, so Lancer is being left behind again for I think the 5th time this
No,
campaign.
no.
Wait.
All right, can Lancer swim? Time to answer that question. All right, so can Lancer swim with one
Roll
arm?
Athletics with a disadvantage.
Also, roll Constitution
on.
because of your
Come
exposed nerve endings hitting the salt water.
Salt.
So
Yes.
I'm rolling two different rolls.
I
One
give him guidance.
Constitution
You
first.
You have to
Constitution
touch.
first.
You gotta touch that.
Yeah,
saving throw, or
Constitution saving throw. Yes.
okay. I got a 24.
A 24. All right. Just roll flat acrobatics then. I think. Yeah, we'll do acrobatics.
Acrobatic.
I would argue disadvantage because he still only has one arm.
That's fair.
He'd be like lopsided.
Well, no, he
You know what
doesn't.
I mean?
He doesn't have disadvantage because his arm is not affected. So I'm just gonna give him that because that's what I was gonna give him
Okay.
disadvantage if he was affected. But it's just gonna be a higher DC because
you know
of
me.
the one arm.
We're back, and so is my
What do you get? I can't see it.
my hate for Lancer. You got a 6.
All right, so Lancer, you make it to the boat, but you're at the front of the boat, so you get run over. All right. Let's see. My dice is over here. How much damage does a boat do? When running someone
gonna
over.
say I could use my shape water ring and just pick him up with a batch of water. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll dexterity.
He
To see,
chose to swim.
go ahead and roll dexterity to see
He
if you can
chose to
catch
swim.
him. All right, never mind then. All right, let's
Hey,
see.
He's chosen his path.
Let's do this for now. Yeah, these two. No, that's a D100. This one seems fair.
Oh, that's fine.
All right,
I have
Lancer,
two.
you take 9. You take 9 bludgeoning damage and are now drowning.
Well, good thing I still have 15 tip HP because I haven't long rested.
All right, so Lancer's
right.
Lancer's under the boat. What are y'all doing? How are y'all saving him?
I'm just gonna walk over to the anchor and move to drop it.
All right.
Just on me. Just drop it on.
Yeah. All right, Lancer. Roll
worry,
me.
Lancer,
Hang
we're
on. I
coming.
got a coin here. Let's see. Heads will be you're on the anchor side. It's heads. All right, Lancer. Roll me dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. See if you don't get hit by an anchor.
I'm unconscious. What do you mean?
Why? Okay, I guess you're unconscious. I didn't say that, but all right.
You said I got knocked out by the boat.
I said you get. I said you. Okay. Didn't. I don't remember saying that, but all right. How much damage does an anchor do? I think a D100 is fair.
I don't know about a D100. I would say
Oh my
D20.
god. I took 2 D20s. Lancer, you take 36 damage from an anchor.
36
bludgeoning damage.
I would like to propose he has to do a luck roll or it hits his nerve.
Lancer, give me a 20 luck roll. Or else this damage will be doubled. Actually, no,
Also, it'd be helpful though. You'd wake up.
not double, just
I
an
had
additional
a
D20.
straight 10.
Straight
I got a
10.
straight 10.
Wake up.
Alright, you take an extra 15 bludgeoning damage.
Wake up.
No, 15 psychic damage, why not? Just a different up.
40, 51. I'm at 51, baby. 51 damage.
Lancer.
561.
Lancer, you also take disadvantage on anything involving intelligence or wisdom for the rest of the day because it hit your nerve.
I thought it hit at the top of his skull too. That'd be funny. Just brain damage.
That wisdom.
I mean-
wisdom disadvantages.
Nah, we'll just say that.
No, it's not.
We'll just say that.
No, it's not.
Alright, so... anyone helping Lancer? He's back awake because it hit his nerve, but also he's bleeding profusely, and he has several broken bones.
Well, yeah, the
Alright,
boat's
there.
stopped now, so I'll just
Alright,
use shape water to
here I
pick him
come.
up now. We're not moving.
Alright. I don't know how you
I
think...
just picked up a 5x5.
I don't know how long you think it takes to stop a boat, but alright.
We're not like crazy far. I mean, I could just also use shape water to make the water ice and walk over to him.
Okay, yeah, either way, Lancer's back in the boat and he is severely damaged and has disadvantage in intelligence and wisdom, anything.
Good thing
I like
there's
to
a
think
doctor
I also
on
carried
board.
him back. I carried him back still in the water bubble.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother to like pull his head out.
All right, Kelenar, just set him on the table right here. I'll tend to him. Thank you.
Yeah, I splash him down and I walk back to my room. I think that's where I.
Junior licks his nerve.
Instead of like giving him CPR, we just touch his nerve.
Yep.
All right, and with that being said, like Beau rolls up his sleeves make sure they're up there good. He gets to work like
Heal
closing the
them.
wounds,
Fixing the broken
the
bones.
Nice and
fixing
dill flat.
broken.
I would like to long rest.
In a couple hours you can. You're still too wide awake. Alright, so y'all set sail, and y'all are now...
Damn you, daylight.
It's been 2 hours, and Lancer's almost dead.
No.
No,
No, I used my no spell.
I still have 175 HP.
Doctor says no.
He still has broken
Doctor,
bones. so-
please.
Alright, so...
Just sleep it off.
Bro, who's the man in the hat? Who's the man in the top hat?
Oh, right. That's Manuel. He's a second
Under
floor.
Dr. Squatch.
He's under construction. Alright.
Work in
Dr.
progress.
He's a work in progress. He's trying to be fixed. Okay.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, y'all are back on the ship heading north, hoping to find the boat. So,
Mhm.
what y'all want to do to aid y'all's perception of finding this boat? Except for Lancer, who is almost dead. And I will ensure that he dies before
Also,
we
doesn't
get
he
there.
have a disadvantage on wisdom stuff?
Yes,
That's
he does.
perception. Let's see. I think I'll just send my familiar out to scout.
I want to roll perception.
So,
And
we'll say that Kelenar, with your Find Familiar, you have advantage on the perception. Jake, you have disadvantages because you hit your head.
I got a 9.
I'll roll perception too.
Jake sees some blood.
We have
Jake sees blood.
Wow, I got a 13 total. I have a +5.
There is some water out there.
there's
And you see that the
water.
storm is close.
Which direction is it?
22.
The storm is about out this way. Can you see my ping? To the right of the boat, or the top of the boat, I guess. Technically.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that north or is that our east?
That is east of the boat. Yeah, because you are heading north
Okay.
now.
I wanna look at the doctor and just be like,
Alright, yeah.
there's a bloodstorm coming.
That sounds horrible.
Could you repeat that, Lancer?
A bloodstorm. You not see the red storm coming?
Lancer blacks out.
I You're seeing red, Lancer. You got hit pretty hard in the head.
It's not red for us, right?
Also,
No.
no. I
It's just a normal
rolled.
storm.
I rolled 22
Yeah,
in
22.
perception.
All right, and while he's trying to tend to Lancer, Beau with the 22 does not spot the ship. He can assume that he's still it's about a day out, so hopefully he'll run into it then. If not, y'all have passed it most likely.
In a storm.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, sick.
If y'all find the ship. Remember, the guy wasn't entirely sure. He said that the ship will appear somewhere around here if they have a delivery scheduled.
I'm
Do
wondering.
we know what the ship is supposed to look like? I mean,
You
I
can,
guess a war
you know, it'll look like a massive galleon. It'll have 3 massive masts with each one of them having, I think, 3 sails. I think that's what a galleon has. Well, I think the one in the center might have 4, and like a tiny one
Yeah,
at top,
no,
and 2 big ones, and another tiny one. I'm not entirely sure, but
I know the middle one has the most.
yeah, the middle one has the most.
Uh,
It might be 2 on the outside
How
and 3
big
at the
is
middle one. It's about.
How big is it compared to ours?
Y'all have about one of the smallest ships y'all can get, so it's about 3 times. It's about 3 sizes up. So
Yikes!
yeah,
All right.
it's a big
with a
ship.
sloop.
So okay,
Yeah,
With
it's
a sloop.
we
They have-
were.
Yes, Kelenar?
I was gonna say from what I remember, people told us like these guys are kind of the top dog. Nobody messes with them.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it's kind of like no one really likes the Terminus, but no one's gonna fight them. It's kind of like, well, we hate them. We would love to overthrow them, but we suck. We can't do anything. They can
can't,
destroy entire
See, that's what I
islands,
was-
and we can just we can breathe.
Now
That's
we
about
go
it.
Checking
to
because-
Lancer sword.
I was just gonna make sure that they weren't gonna, because if you remember when we first came to this side of the world,
Mhm.
we had a ship that had illusions. I mean, it was a pirate ship to maybe like be illusion to a Navy ship.
Yes.
So I was just double checking
So-
that like if they're top dogs, they're not gonna be hiding at all. I don't think.
Yeah, no. So around that time,
Okay.
whenever y'all first got the ship, that was because there was there was a small pirate navy
Yeah.
war going on, and y'all were pirate ships, so you could sneak into like navy settlements. Now,
Yeah.
Beau would know that navy and pirates don't really matter. It's just the Terminus and everyone else.
Yeah.
So
See, that's what I thought. I was just double checking. Like they're top dogs. They're not really hiding from anybody.
yeah, no, they're not hiding. So
You should hide from us.
y'all will also notice like whenever y'all see the ship, you will know it is a Determinus ship because it will have the Determinus logo on the sails.
Okay.
So
Yep. I was just double checking, like, see if I needed to like search Arcana Lee and see if there's like, anything that was hiding from us.
all right, so
Anyway, look, Beau sees like there's nothing out here, and he decides to let everyone else know on the ship. He goes down to Kelenar and lets him know. Well, I'm not seeing anything out there, and I saw pretty far, so I think we got a little bit of time to prepare.
Bloodstorm.
And Lancer keeps talking about a bloodstorm.
didn't you black out?
In his sleep.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no. Could you remind me of the kid's name? The little kid goblin.
Bartham. That is Bartham. Little
Bartham.
green kobold, very poor low level wizard or sorcerer. I think he's a sorcerer. I'm not sure. Spellcaster.
One of the other.
Kind of like, I don't want to say I'm like paying Lancer heed because I would never do that, but like I'm gonna look at him kind of strange. I'm gonna go up to Bartham. Hey kid, so was there supposed to be a storm like soon? Or is that kind of just like?
I mean, it might be heading. I mean, it looks bigger than it did a couple days ago, so it might be on the way. It might dissipate by the time it gets to us. I haven't encountered a lot of storms. That's more Manuel's thing. He's kind of
Okay.
So I'll get him to teach me that whenever he
I was
comes back.
just
Though
checking.
that was kind of like up next on curriculum and stuff.
Yeah, I was just trying to see. Can I roll nature just to check? I don't think that was like to see if there was supposed to be a storm.
Well,
no, unnatural.
This was something that like a couple days ago when y'all entered Port Goal, you rolled a perception check. I think just before you got to Port Goal, and you saw a storm off to the side.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's why I'm double checking. It's been a couple months.
It's been a couple months, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I just want to. Can I roll a nature check then to see how far we got on the storm?
Yeah.
I don't know about the storm. It's bothering me.
The storm is upsetting.
Oh baby, natural 1 + 5.
Natural 1 + 5. All right, so you're looking at the storm. You're beginning to squint, and you almost fall off the edge of the boat. And the Bartham's like, "Oh, I'll catch you," and then he accidentally pushes you off the front of the boat or the side of the boat. It's like, "Oh, crap!"
Thanks, Bartham.
Beau!
I will get into shape water and I'll pick myself up.
What's wrong?
Myself
What
back on the
happened?
boat.
Nothing. Sorry,
Where's
I
Kelenar?
accidentally pushed Kelenar. He's back though. He's fine. I tried to help him, but I failed. I'm
He's
sorry.
just wet.
Yeah,
he's-
just a soggy guy.
Yep. You got salt water in your eye, so
Burns.
yep.
I don't think as much as that exposed nerve ending though.
Nope. Not a nerve ending.
All right, well, I guess guys, there's not really much we can do until we see signs of the ship. And I'm just gonna go leisurely sit around.
All right. So
Beau's gonna, of course, check in on him one more time. Like, you're doing fine, right?
Great.
He like, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm good.
Okay, if you really say so.
Lancer's going to lead in. Wait, is Lancer awake now or is he still blacked out?
you're blacked out.
No, I mean...
You're just mumbling in your sleep about a bloodstorm.
I imagine like, and I imagine Kelenar sees Beau as like a little bit more kitted out. He has like a different shield and like
Yeah, he's walking.
He's a new
with,
hat.
like, blade.
Yeah, he's like walking over. He's like, "You all right, man? You all right? Doing pretty good." He's like showing it off while he's
Kel's
talking.
just in,
dropped
like,
my
casual
wallet.
clothes.
I dropped my wallet.
Kel's like in like casual clothes and like Beau looks like he's kitted out to hunt vampires.
Castlevania, dude.
He's got
I mean,
he's
like
got
some shorts and a t-shirt.
he has like a bandolier of like the fire bullets around him. They're slightly they have slight like embers on them.
Beau
He looks like a final boss.
Like this. Beau has to walk through doorways like this to get this hat in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, anything
But,
you want to
like,
do for
Beau
this?
walks through his door.
Oh, sorry.
His hatch just crashed through the top of the doorway.
Yeah, every door in here has been kitted to have like a perfect, like it has a normal door frame and then it's just a massive hole. Yep. And it has like that door frame going around it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, no, I'll just keep my familiar on the swivel. I think it's just still looking out for anything interesting.
Yeah.
All right, and Beau is gonna head back downstairs. He's gonna sit in his room, and he's gonna decide to try to get in contact with his deity real quick.
Okay. How are you going about that? You just gonna try talking to him?
Yeah, he's gonna sit down on his bed. He's gonna close his door. He's gonna like sigh and close his eyes, and he tries to pray.
Okay. Roll me a religion.
All right.
And meanwhile, Lancer, yes. Are you hailing?
Does this blackout count as a long rest?
It counts as a short rest.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Tragic.
All right. So as you're sitting here meditating, you open your eyes and you see yourself in a forest.
But Beau's like,
just hit.
yes. And he looks around trying to find his deity. Is like, hello.
Where's that music coming from?
Is that one of y'all? Oh yeah, I think it's coming from roll 20.
I think you set it up so roll 20 has music.
Why is it?
I wasn't the only one.
I thought it was just me.
Why is it playing music?
Yeah,
What?
no. Yeah, if you go to the tab that looks like a speaker.
Yeah, no, I see that, but why?
Lacy travel music. This is a Noah special. This is a Noah. Noah definitely input this. It's called Lacy travel music.
Noah
hang on.
composes himself.
I created a crap ton of these forever ago. Whenever we first started this, why is it playing?
It's been playing
have it
this
attached to
entire
a
time.
map. So like you can have the music attached to a map. So once you open a map, like music starts playing.
How do I stop it?
Hit this.
No, the
Guys-
jams.
Oh, no,
It's louder.
back.
It's like very quiet for me, so I put it on full blast. I can kind of hear it. I thought I was losing my mind for a second. Okay, it's completely muted. I think. Anyway, whatever. Okay, that was weird.
So did you not hear the music before that?
No, I saw you dancing, and I was like, wait, why do I hear music? What happened?
Like I heard background noise before the music
Jake
actually
dancing
picked
started
up.
it.
That was very weird. All right.
I summoned.
Anyway,
it.
that
Anyway.
was fun.
I mean, I can put it back on if y'all want.
I was enjoying it personally.
Okay, I'll put it back
It
on.
wasn't bad. It just wasn't matching the new
I'll-
new theme of what was
I'll put it.
happening.
I'll
Yeah,
put
no.
it kind of quietly. There we go.
Yeah, maybe
You can
something
hear
a
it,
little
but,
more
like-
somber.
It was like a traveling music, and then you said Joe was like, "I'm going," and you're like, "You're in this forest,and immediately."
No's a
That's-
leprechaun now.
That's so weird.
He's an
Okay.
Irishman.
That's so weird. I didn't even. I wonder if OBS picked it up because I didn't hear it. All right.
Oh.
Anyway,
Maybe.
Beau, you find yourself in a forest. Back to this thing.
It's like, yeah. Anyway, but Beau he like fist pumps like, yes, I can still get in contact. Hello, I just like to talk with you for a moment if you have time. Are you here?
So you call out and you wait for a couple minutes, and there's no response. But eventually, you see this small doe walk up next to you, and seems to look at you
oh,
quizzically.
Hi, I'm here to see my deity. He never really told me his name. Can you help me? He slowly holds out his hand to the doe in like a non-threatening way, or trying to be non-threatening.
The doe sniffs your hand for a second, and then seems to perk up and look at you like some sort of recognition, and then it bows to you.
Thank you. He bows back, like chuckling a little bit. Can you help me? Can you understand me?
Speak. You hear a voice echo throughout the forest, and the deer stares at you.
Wait, you said speak? I didn't quite understand.
Yeah, sorry, speak.
Okay. Okay. It startles Beau briefly. Like, oh, okay. I would like to help Kelenar with whatever is going on here, and I'm not too sure how to go about it. Like, I'm sure I've had similar experiences with him, but talking to people is, of course, not my strong suit. Oddly enough, I'm a doctor. It should be.
As you're
do you
talking,
think
as you're talking to this doe, it begins to start walking, indicating like, "Hey, walk and talk. Got places to be."
Okay. I'll walk with you then. And of course, I'm a doctor. I am not. I'm good at convincing people to take their medicine or do certain exercises, but giving advice is not the best thing I've been able to do. Uh, what do you think?
And as you're walking, you begin to hear, as you're walking, staring at this dough, not really paying attention to where you're going, you start to hear this very small crackle of fire. And you realize that your footsteps are no longer crunching along the forest grass, the leaves below you. They're now stepping on stone. And as you look forward to where the deer's looking, you see this massive castle ahead of you, inflamed. You see this purple, glistening cosmos above you. And the deer looks at you. And then it gestures towards the castle.
What? Okay. And Beau nods. He's assuming it's his deity speaking to him, and he walks towards it. Like, is it open?
No, the castle doors are not open. But you can roll an insight check if you want.
All right. I'll do that. As he's walking towards it, he's gonna like roll it. I'm gonna roll insight, I guess. 23.
23? Okay. So,
yeah.
At first, with your deity's like stubbornness, more like direct, harsh kind of tone, but still kind of caring, you think that he's trying to say, like, this is your focus, don't worry about anything else. But then you realize this will help. In some way, somehow, this will help. And as you're looking at the deer, you see its side begin to start gushing blood, as you see that there are 3 puncture wounds in its side. And you see the deer turn this hate on its face, and it begins to charge, and it just vanishes. And then you wake up back on the boat.
Yeah. Beau was instantly reminded of that. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting what it's called, Noah, that castle where the sheriff deputy went. But he's immediately reminded of that place. That's the main thing he can really think of.
I knew the name until you said you forgot it. Now I don't remember.
Great. I'm glad I radiate this secondhand amnesia to
I know.
people.
God, I know the old language name of it. I don't know the actual name of it. I know that the old language name was Kulikanth, but I don't remember what the current name of it is, or the island you need to go to get there. Yes, I know.
About, though. Yeah. Beau's thinking of that. I hope that's what he was trying to be. I hope that's what was implied, but we'll see. And Beau, I imagine he's like kind of a cold sweat. He's like rubbing his forehead. He's like, ugh. That was pretty straightforward, I guess. Okay, I'll go there. All
right. So
let's
real quick,
finish this here first.
Real quick, Kelenar. So for the past 8 hours, what have you been doing? As Lancer is going inside to lay down to take a long rest.
I think Kel is like realistically, not to be a bummer, but I like a bad turn here. I think he's just been sitting on the deck, maybe in the crow's nest, somewhere where it's like almost isolated, but he's just kind of been staring off into the storm, like feeling the wind hit his hair.
Okay. Yeah, you see some of the just sitting alone. You see on the storm that there are some strikes of lightning, and you feel a little sad.
Yeah, no, I think seeing the lightning, Kel is like I think seeing the storm is just like he remembers the storm. Like, if that makes sense, he remembers the storm inside of him.
Yeah. Also, Kieran, that little memory, dream, whatever sequence kind of does the long rest as well. So if you want to take that, you can.
Yeah.
Yep. So you are here pondering, and what are you doing? You're just pondering.
Pondering the orb.
Beau's gonna head back up the deck, and he's like,
yeah. You see Bartholomew
wiping the sweat off his forehead,
getting a bit tired.
trying to compose himself. Sorry I interrupted you. I'm still trying to explain.
No,
he's
good.
Trying to compose himself, trying to not to come across as like stressed or anything like that. He tries to keep himself looking calm, to keep everyone else calm, type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you walk up on the deck.
Saying, Noah?
Sorry, I interrupted you. I just am in a bad habit of interrupting you whenever I'm just trying to set a scene. Sorry, but
it's okay.
Whenever you walk up on the deck, you see Bartham. He's kind of starting to fall asleep. He's been at the helm all day, so he sees you. He's like, "Oh, Beau, I'm going to bed," and he runs downstairs into his room.
And he He gives him a pat on the shoulder and Beau says, "Take it as long as you need." And he goes up to the helm at the wheel, takes control of it.
All right, so both of y'all can roll perception while y'all are doing this night watch before y'all get into whatever else y'all are doing for the night.
Do I still have advantage because of my familiar?
Yes,
also
you do.
searching out there.
Yes, you do. Lancer, you're also sleeping now, so you don't get a perception check.
I got a dirty 20 and a 22.
I got a nat 20.
All right,
oh, baby.
Dude, D&D Beyond is very generous today. What the heck?
so
I got a
It was
0.
being mean to me beforehand.
good. How'd you get a 0? Wait, what?
He got like a nat 1, I guess.
No, I didn't roll. That's how I get a 0.
okay.
Roll.
-1 in perception.
I couldn't remember if you had a. I was trying to remember what your wisdom stat was, and I just couldn't. I thought it was a plus. All right.
I have disadvantage for one.
I know
I
that.
rolled badly. I chose to roll badly.
All right.
It's a part of the
So-
plan.
This actually works. So, Kel, as you're pondering on the storm, you see that some of the lightning strikes light up a small object at the center of the storm, traveling south.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Does
as
Beau
you,
see?
Beau, you also see this small object, and you pull out your telescope, and you see a ship.
Beau has the Jack Sparrow telescope. The
one that like
really long-
droops. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like the people in the ship at the other side. It's like right up in front of. They're like, what is that? And Beau's like, they're here.
They just see one large eye.
Yeah. Anyway, Beau puts down his telescope and he goes over to Kelenar and he tells him like the ship's in the storm. You ready?
I think I. Well, I might be not the ship. I don't know. We told there. I mean, it's traveling south, but it was east. I don't know. I'm gonna send my familiar out to go like peep it out.
Okay. How
Alright,
far
first.
can that go?
But I did see a
It
ship
can
in
go-
the storm.
It can go as far as it wants, but only with 100 feet can I communicate with it telepathically and see through its eyes. I'm just gonna send it out and basically make sure it's a confirmation of like the symbol.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll have it be a hawk and fly above the storm clouds and then dive through and turn into a fish.
A fish.
Okay.
A
So
big
Yes.
fish that can withstand
You said 100
storm
feet?
waves.
100 feet I can see through it and communicate with it telepathically, but
Okay.
it's still alive even after 100 feet.
okay. Can you like send it out to something and then it'll come back with information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be a
That's
bit
what-
till
that's
that
what
gets
I'm
back
trying
to
to
you.
do, yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna be a bit till that gets back to you.
And while it's working, I'm gonna now cast as a ritual. It doesn't take a spell slot or anything, but it'll be 10 minutes and 6 seconds. I'm gonna cast floating disc.
Okay.
Basically, what it does is it makes a circular horizontal plane of force. So basically, it makes a disc, and this disc is 3 feet wide and 1 foot thick. Or sorry, 1 inch thick. It can hold up to 500 pounds, and it stays within 20 feet of me. If it's within 20 feet of me, it stops. But if I'm outside of 20 feet of it, it follows me and stays 20 feet behind me.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just gonna cast that while I wait for the bird to come back.
Okay.
Also, Noah,
Mhm.
since I saw the ship, was I able to get a clearer image of what the lightning was striking?
It just seemed to be striking the water.
Oh, okay. But like in a very specific spot?
No, it's just kind of like a random storm pattern. It's just throughout the water.
Oh, okay. I thought it was striking something in particular. Okay.
No. Just the lightning strike was just to light up the boat so you could see the shadow of it.
Dramatically.
Yep.
I get you.
Okay, so you finish casting the spell, and your bird comes back,
Yep.
and give me a perception check. There's something else you could see, maybe perhaps.
Oh, whoops, that's deception. An 18 plus 5.
Here, bro.
Tricky.
Toe.
18 plus 5.
Yes, that was.
Oh.
I actually rolled a d20 instead, basically. But yeah, 18 plus 5.
So with that, your familiar gets the ship. It comes back, gives you the information, and you see on the ship it is just some black sails. There's no indication of whatever it is, but you do see on the crow's nest there is like this orb, and it seems to have a cloud contained in the orb. So whatever the ship is, it seems to be a traveling storm. But with your 25,
Interesting.
you also see off in the distance, northward, you see a ship with the Determinus logo.
Yeah, Beau. So north, is it in the same storm cloud, the determined ship?
No, the determined ship seems to be like a blip in the distance. It's far past the storm.
Bro, that's not the determined ship.
What
And
is it then?
I got point. I don't know.
And also, the people who were like the person at the helm of the ship and some of the people that were walking around, they were all in these black cloaks.
Huh. How far is the ship?
The ship, it seems to be about quarter of a day travel, so about 6 hours away.
Quarter of a day.
Yeah.
6 hours. Okay.
But you also have to brave a storm to get there, so that could damage your ship.
Well, I have a plan for that, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Hold lines
But
with the top
6
of the
hours
ship.
is what's bothering me. 6 hours is what's
Well,
not
the
ideal.
determined ship is northward heading south, so it might either pass y'all or catch up to y'all. By the
But
time
that ship's
you're
also heading
done
south, no?
investigating. Yes, the other ship is heading south, so yeah.
Okay. Does this ship have an illusion thing? Like I know you said it was a previous war, excuse me. But does this ship have anything similar?
Oh, like the Navy pirate thing?
Yes.
Give me
Yes.
Arcana.
Plus 10 is juicy. 19.
19. There it seems to be no illusionary magic currently active, but you do know that the storm orb
No,
is
our ship.
Your ship? Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, we do. What does it do? Does it hide us and make us look like what?
Turns you into a Navy
Or does it
ship.
just cloak us? Okay.
It's currently set to a Navy ship.
Also-
If with some tinkering, you and Manuel probably could figure it out, but Manuel's currently deactivated. So. Or you could get Sam
I
in his
still try to
chaotic way
figure it
to
out on
try
my
and help
own.
you. Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
Okay.
Back to taking things apart. Yes.
Kelenar, did you happen to see another ship out there, or was that the only thing you saw?
Yeah, no, I did point to Beau and I told him that the determined ship was over there.
Yeah, we'll say both of y'all are all caught up.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I said that already. My fault.
Nah, you're good though. Also, I was thinking like the determined ship probably doesn't even see us as an enemy, and they may recognize Beau through like Neverborn or something, and they may be willing to just lend us supplies if we just talk to them.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of how to get around the storm. The storm is what I care about right now.
Just go straight through
Does-
it.
You don't have to get
Well, I'm trying
you,
to- the
you don't have to
lightning is what
get
I'm worried
through
about.
the storm to get to Determinus. You just kind of have to go around it. But you don't have to go through the
Well,
storm
no,
to get
I'm.
to Determinus.
You put this juicy thing of a ship hiding in a storm in front of me.
I
so I'm
did,
going
I
to the ship
did.
that has the storm.
Side quest.
So I'm trying to. Does the ship have anything like besides Emmanuel's parts? Strictly metallic.
Sam.
Uh,
Sam might also have
Sam, do you
something
have
for
anything
Sam.
strictly metallic?
Strictly metallic. Yes.
What?
A sword.
Just a normal sword? That would work.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Do you have a normal sword for me, Sam?
A normal sword. Yes, that costs one normal item, sir. I must stick with my pricing ways.
Here, I hand him my custom normal item Tom Sawyer book.
Ah, normal item. He grabs the Tom Sawyer book, tosses it into the hole behind him, and on the little pedestal above him, a cage pops up with a sword in it, and the cage drops, and you have a normal short sword.
Cool. I'm going to go. I'm going up to my
Pleasure doing business.
Oh, sorry.
You sound just like me.
Thanks, Sam. Go back to sleep, bud.
No.
I'm going to go back to my floating disc, and I'm going to try to attach the sword on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to basically angle my floating disc to be at the top of the ship.
Are you just setting it on the disc, or what are you attaching it with?
I was just gonna I was hoping to try to make it stand upright, but I don't know necessarily how I would do that unless I would try to tie it up with some rope around the hilt. But just trying to secure it either way.
Okay.
It could be
Would that
flat.
sleight
It
of
doesn't matter.
slide. Let's say sleight of hand to see if your straight up idea works with something around.
13.
13, you got some metal scrap because you figured out that the rope might just burn off if it gets struck by lightning. So you got some metal scrap.
Mhm.
It's not really working because it's not really
Chains.
welded. Chains. Oh yeah, chains. Chains works.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get some chains on there. It's on there. It'll stand. It'll probably you can guesstimate it'll probably withstand maybe 2 strikes, maybe 3 if you're lucky, but it might just get sent flying off, and a molten sword will just land somewhere random.
All right, Beau. I mean, I think what we should probably do is follow both. They're both heading south, so we could potentially see what both of them are doing. But I'm getting a weird feeling about that ship with the storm. I don't know. Something's bothering me. But with this, and I point to my sword mobile thingy mabob, we have a lightning rod, so we'll be better off in the storm for a little bit.
All right, not a bad idea actually. We can, like, is it? Hang on, out of character. Is it attached to the crow's nest or something like the top?
It's
No,
just sitting above. It's sitting above. The disc floats.
Okay, I just wasn't sure where it was. I misheard a little while back. Anyway, well, can you tell where the storm was going? It's coming this way, isn't it?
It's following the ship, and but the ship is heading south, and we're heading north. But the ship is to the east of us.
We will collide with them at some point.
No. We won't.
It's heading in like a southwestern direction.
Oh, okay. So it will hit us.
It will like just pass y'all. Since y'all are heading north, it'll just pass
Okay.
y'all. But it is heading towards Port Gull.
Okay.
At least that direction ish.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just let it come near us then. I think is the best play.
Sounds good enough for me, but we will have to prepare to turn around and follow them if we need to. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am curious about that storm.
Well, yeah, but we
ship.
also need that part for Manuel.
Yes.
I think that should technically be our priority because Manuel's a dog. We can't let him die.
Yes, and he
But
is very knowledgeable about the seas and about many places. All right. Well, maybe that the Terminus ship is after this storm ship, and maybe we can help them take down the storm ship, and maybe they'd be willing to give us some items. We won't have to fight too much.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Determined ship is like a shipment. It's like a cargo ship. They have like a delivery. They're not after anything.
Roll me history. Actually, no, not history. This was a couple days ago. Never mind. This was a few days ago.
26.
So, okay, well, all right. Yeah, that was uncalled for.
It is a warship. I'm just gonna assume that they're prepared for a fight.
So what it was said is, if you remember, Chase, you were talking to the dudes when you were helping repair their pirate ship because they crash landed because they didn't have a captain to steer. Mm. So they were talking about since they were part of the Terminus, they're like, oh no, we don't have any of that stuff. That's more for like a big war battleships. So those big bulky guys, battleships, will have those things because we don't have the firepower to carry it. So
interesting. I think this is what we do. I think we hit full sail speed. We hit the Determined ship and then hit the storm ship because then we don't have to worry about a third party from the Terminus.
All right. And
then we just have the haul butt, basically.
Yes, because I'd rather we don't get struck by lightning, and that lightning rod may not last forever.
Worst case worse, we just get Lancer on the oars. or
you could get Sam to paddle in his thing.
Behind the ship. We could put him behind the ship and have him push us back to safety.
Is he gonna push like on the water?
He'll put his nub against it.
It's like a Scooby-Doo like movie. He like stands on the water for a second, then he just drops as soon as he pushes us.
Well, no, you said earlier you can make ice.
Yeah, but it's not that thick. It's not gonna hold like.
It'll be something.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, what are you doing?
But I was being sarcastic anyway.
I think we're gonna hit the Determined ship first, and then try to track down the storm ship.
All right. So we'll start heading towards the Determined ship.
Yes. What would the metal that we need be in? Like, what is it like encased by or something or anything like that?
Y'all did not learn that knowledge. Y'all just know it's in a shipment.
But we know what the metal looks like, right?
I mean,
you know what it looks like. But you know that it looks like it looks exactly like gold. So it'll be hard to tell.
Like either
out of all of us.
Either we're gonna talk our way out of it and get what we want in the end, or we'll take over the ship and just figure it out from there anyway. unless you're wanting to sneak on board.
Well, that's
Lancer wants to get launched through the cannon again.
The problem with that is that Lancer has the
I believe
highest
for you,
stealth.
Lancer, we have a cannon just big enough.
I have the highest stealth.
Yes, you have +4, I have +3.
That's weird.
The biggest guy has the highest stealth.
I have a +0 in stealth.
Just because you have a higher deck stat.
Oh yeah.
What in the world?
Also, I have a tower of hats.
Oh yeah, Lancer.
This is what I say we do. I say we put Oh no, did Noah's headphones die?
Oh no.
Someone talk
Hello?
real quick.
Noah.
What in the
Hello.
world?
Hello?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Noah?
Can you hear us?
Are you okay?
I just lost
I don't think
audio.
you can
I
hear
don't know
us.
why.
Yep. Tomorrow 3 p.m. Jake. Sorry. Anyways, continuing.
Okay.
Anyway, I threw myself off. What are y'all doing? Heading towards the tummy ship?
We were leveling up.
No, you
We were
weren't.
Is it-
leveling up.
Is it? Nice try, Kieran. Is it a new day now? Am I
What?
awake? Am I awake
New
now? Or is
day.
it still night?
If it's a new day, you're about a couple minutes out from the determined ship. Well, we'll say about an hour or two, just so y'all have some prep. So if everyone agrees, we're going straight to a new day, and y'all can all get another long rest.
Well,
in.
here was my plan. I guess we could all see if we're okay with this. The plan was, I say we get like within 100 feet of the ship, which is very close. But then we launch. Either we get us within 100 feet, or we get me within 100 feet, and then we launch Lancer at the ship, and then we put my familiar on Lancer, and I can communicate telepathically
this
with my
plan.
familiar.
Nice plan.
So I was thinking I
We
could
may not have
technically.
to fight them, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. We could just get Lancer to sneak up. That's why I'm saying we use Lancer because he's the sneakiest.
I'm sorry.
For some reason.
I just imagine them they wake up and they just see this big 9-foot tall Goliath just standing there just, oh my gosh.
You know how I'm imagining is you're like on the ship
Yeah,
and then
dude.
you're like you hear people coming in, so you put your back to the hallway and then you hold a lamp up to your face, 9 foot in the air.
It's like
That's how I imagined it personally.
they walk by and they're like, "Was that lamp always there?" And Lancer's like, "Yes."
No, they walk by and they're like, "What a nice lamp!" And they like
Thank you.
turn the light on.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, that's what I think the play is. What I was gonna say is I could use my shape water ring and make an ice cube and float on the ice cube. Have the thing follow me, the floating disc, and have Beau sit on it.
Mhm.
That way he's with us, and then we could just be close up, but not like seeable because it's probably dark out by
Okay.
this point.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say we could do.
Well,
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm giving y'all I'm giving y'all another long rest so y'all can do whatever, get your spells back, whatever.
I've been long rested, brother. I have not cast a spell yet that requires a slot.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes.
Sorry, DM. The bag of goodies. Is that a bonus action or an action?
You should open it on their ship.
It's a
I'm
bonus
going
action.
to. That was the plan.
Okay, so real quick, are y'all going to
Yes.
a new day? We'll say it'll be about like 5 a.m. Still early enough? Still early-ish?
We want it dark out. We want dark out.
Yeah, before daybreak.
5 a.m. will be like a couple hours till daybreak. Daybreak
Can
is
we
about
also
like
get
7:30.
Kieran's dog added to our party?
Okay.
Yes, Kieran's dog is Junior.
Yes.
All
I'll
right,
take it.
His name's Duke.
Duke Junior. All
A
right.
dog named Duke.
He's an
He
old
bit my
man.
face.
Yes, we've heard the
Put me on
story.
the ship. Put me on the ship. Put me on
We've
the
heard
ship.
the story,
put me on the
Grandpa.
ship. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Put me on the ship.
All right,
Put me on the
so-
ship, put me on the ship.
Everyone okay with going to 5 a.m.? 2.5 hours before
4
daybreak.
a.m. I vote for 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Okay, 3.5 hours before daybreak.
4:30.
Sure. Beau already had
4:15,
8 hours
please.
sleep anyway.
4:20.
I'm fine with this.
Okay, 4:20 a.m. All right. So
Yeah.
you'll wake up at 4:20 a.m. Y'all can get a long rest if y'all want.
Don't sneak onto the determined ship 4:20 a.m. Not clickbait. Gone wrong.
Okay, how are y'all getting Lancer on the ship? Are you using a cannon, or is
We're
he
gonna
swimming?
Use a cannon. I vote we do a thing where we use the cannon to get him very close, but it's in the water. and
Okay,
he's
if
just gonna
you
climb up.
if you fire
Like
a
a ninja.
cannon, if you fire a cannon,
Cannon,
someone's
it's gonna
gonna
wake them
hear.
up.
Yeah, someone's gonna hear it.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll just This is what we'll do instead. He can sit on the disc with Beau while we get really close.
Yeah.
And then he can dolphin dive in
yeah.
with his one arm.
Okay. Okay, so Relay the plan to me, Chase.
So, okay, we get the ship close enough where it's within walking distance,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
We still have my floating discs that can hold up to 500 pounds and follow me 20 feet behind me. I jump into the water and I stand on a block of ice using my shape water, and then they sit on the floating disc and follow behind as I frozone run towards the Terma ship.
Okay.
Have Lancer hop off. I have my familiar hop on Lancer's shoulder, and so I can communicate and telepathically see what's happening with Lancer as me and Beau sit by the ship.
Okay, so you are getting about 30 feet away from the ship. You are getting right next to the
We need
ship.
100 feet. We only need 100 feet.
Okay, 100 feet.
I'll take 95.
Okay. I got.
92? 92?
I hate
Going
you.
once?
100 feet. That's what we're doing. Okay. So I will say 100 feet. Someone will notice and wake up the entire ship. Okay. That's what y'all want.
If we get caught. If we get caught.
There is still someone awake driving the ship or steering the ship.
But we're being sneaky. That's the point of not bringing the ship up, is we're being sneaky.
Do you want a stealth roll for the ship? What?
Yes. No. So
No.
we're
The ship
hopping
is
off the
not.
ship.
Yeah.
But y'all are 100 feet away.
Why
With the
why
ship.
don't we just go up to
We
the boat
are-
and get their attention, and then just
we-
try to act like we're having a parlay or something?
The ship is probably like a mile away.
Before we get in the water.
Yes.
Okay.
we
And also,
get
you said
100
earlier the
feet
ship
away.
is massive. The ship is massive.
Yes.
Our ship is small.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't think they're gonna. We're like a fleck in the ocean, is what I was under the assumption of. Like, I would say there'd probably be a stealth roll, but it's like,
Okay.
I didn't think it was gonna be like crazy impossible or anything.
I thought you were getting I thought you
were
were getting the ship right like 100 feet away from their ship.
No.
Okay. So
Yeah, no, that'd be crazy. To be like,
I thought that's what y'all were doing. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, that's justified.
Okay, so I'll
The part
give.
of Frozo running across the water. Do you not understand?
I thought he was going the 100 feet between the ships.
No.
Okay, so I'll give them a perception check to see if they notice y'all.
But it's dark
No.
out.
Yeah, I'm giving them disadvantage. Yeah, no, they don't see y'all. Okay.
Specifically, we've covered this. It's 4:20 a.m.
Yes, it is 4:20 a.m. They do not notice y'all's ship get a mile, so y'all are about a mile out.
There.
Bartham is gonna stay on the ship. He's gonna try and keep pace with it.
I'm gonna dip myself into the water and have my frozone layer of ice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna gesture towards Lancer and Beau to get on the floating disc.
Okay.
Oh.
We can only establish that Lancer's 300 pounds. So
Yes.
it's close. It's close to
Well,
capacity.
actually, I have my weight here. It says my
I
weight.
swear to God, if you're
It's
above 500.
It's 301.
That is 254.
Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Plus like my gear.
254.
Well, plus my gear and everything, it would be 300 pounds.
Well, he would have been 300,
Okay.
but he's missing an arm. His arm was 50 pounds.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm just about to put it out there. There are 6 foot tall people that are 250. If Lancer's 9 foot tall, he's a stick.
He's scrawny.
I don't know how to do weight like muscle.
Body
comparison.
mass
Nope.
index,
Lancer is
BMI.
scrawny. Lancer is scrawny.
Okay. Anyways, as long as Beau isn't like 200
like
plus
we've made
pounds,
this
we're
joke
fine.
before.
How fat is
Anyways.
Beau? How big is Beau? Tell me. We need to get this right. If it's 250,
I think
if it's
it was
250,
one-
we're screwed.
It specifically says 500 pounds.
I know, but if Beau is
I think-
250, then the
Yeah,
disc is not going to
I'm
work.
just saying that this is
think-
important,
I think-
know.
Beau is not 250. Beau's like 160, 180.
But the weight of the
Probably
hats
one-
weighs heavy. All right, no,
The weight of
you're
the
fine.
crown.
The weight of the crown.
Beau just
The
has like
crown
a
weighs
really
heavy.
strong neck. He has like Thanos neck, dude.
All right, so
All right, and I'm gonna frozen run. And I would argue that I'm probably a little faster because I can move the ice specifically.
Let it go.
So yeah, that's my argument. Is we're not going like walking speed. We're probably going like 30 miles an hour. I would argue, but you're the boss here.
So, they won't be able to get into the roll to see if y'all get on the ship, but they're not really paying attention. They've already missed, and y'all are right next to y'all close enough next to them that they're not going to see. So,
All right, I have my familiar on Lancer's shoulder, and I think right now it's a gecko, and it's going to make like a beep in Lancer's ear, like signaling them to jump off.
Lancer's
what was that?
"Say
What was that?
again."
Well,
What was that in my ear?
no, here.
That's just falling animation.
Yeah, no, I as Lancer goes into the water, my familiar turns into a crab and holds onto his shoulder.
All right.
Also, now it's a jellyfish. Actually, my familiar is a jellyfish.
All
It's
right.
a man of war.
So Lancer's next to the ship. Lancer's climbing on, I'm guessing. Okay. And what are y'all two doing? Are y'all heading back to y'all ship?
No, I need to stay within 100 feet because I'm looking through and like telepathically communicating through the thing. So I need to stay within 100 feet of Lancer.
Okay.
So I'm just staying nearby, but not on the ship.
Okay.
And Beau is on the disc, floating behind, just in case we need to get rowdy.
Okay. So Lancer is.
eyeball.
Let me go over to here. There we go. Very original, I know.
I see someone was planned for something else here.
I was expecting y'all to go guns blazing. To be honest, that's what y'all been doing.
Well,
so.
I was until there was a storm. The storm is what's.
The storm is fascinating enough. And
The storm is warning caution.
I think y'all are about there-ish, so sure.
Yeah.
We'll just say y'all ship is farther.
Beau would actually be 20 foot behind. 1, 2.
Whatever, there you go.
Beau, yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna make sure you drown today. Alright, so
Beau's a good swimmer, trust.
So Lancer's on the ship. And
We're great.
is indeed on the ship.
yeah, Lancer's on the ship. And let me see if they notice you. They do not. Lancer, you're unnoticed.
All right.
No one knows you're on the ship.
There was always a 9-foot man there.
Yes.
Also, real quick,
Nice decoration the captain has.
Kel and Beau, you'll see
Yes.
where y'all are looking at the side of the ship, and you see the top row. You can see that there are like 4 decks to the ship, including the top one. So on the first layer, it's lined with cannons. On the second, it's lined with jail bars, and on the very bottom, it's just blank. It's just a wooden wall.
Dang. This thing's like an omnibus, but for the seas.
That's what a big ship is.
Omnibus! Where's Omnibus?
That's my favorite Viltrumite. All right.
Are you sure?
So,
Are you?
Lancer, what are you doing?
You see, that's the thing. Lancer was never told what to do. He just told to get on the ship.
All right,
No, we definitely would have told Lancer. We had a whole day.
Chase, what are you telling Lancer to say?
Yeah, what are you telling me to do?
With my familiar?
Yes.
It's just, what do you want me to do? I'm on the ship.
Let me check and see if my familiar can even talk.
Because
Can't you communicate through it? Or you
I
have
can, I
message?
says I can communicate with it telepathically. Oh, that's a great point. Thank you, Kieran. Yeah, I'll just message. I have a 120 foot range. So I'll just message Lancer. Lancer, remember the plan. Stick to it. Just go find the Indinium.
Yeah.
Go find the Indinium. It looks like gold. And we need about how
Can
much?
Lancer tell the difference?
It's been 4 months.
Get like 2 handfuls of it. Or
Yeah, I
one
mean it can't be
handful at a
bigger than
time.
manual. It can't be bigger than manual.
Boom, boom, boom.
But I imagine it's
Alright.
like a CPU where it's like maybe this.
Yeah, you'll need at least a quarter sized. But y'all know you.
Okay.
Yeah, Lancer,
But-
just get one of your handfuls.
But for like smithing, you'll have to need a bit more for like losing it. But yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and if
yeah,
we have
okay.
extra, then we can keep that for future use or just sell it.
I got
Yeah,
questions.
Lancer, just get in there, get like 2 handfuls, put it in a bag, and just keep your head on the swivel for anything suspicious.
Can I roll persuasion?
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it's a
Persuade.
thing. I gotta be honest.
At the end.
Can I roll
Persuade one of the guards to tell
or
him where it is.
investigation?
It'll have to
look
be
for, like,
investigation because you'll have to go throughout the ship to try and find it.
Not for the Indinium.
Oh, okay.
Ingidium. Yes, we cannot find the Ingidium anywhere on the ship. sir.
I figured you were following the plan, so I just assumed. My bad.
Yeah, well, no, that's our fault, really, for expecting Lancer to do anything useful.
Also, it's a new day, by the way. Just want to mention that.
Yes.
Which is Armat on the progress of recovery.
I would like to search for a small bag
Oh, to put it in?
Okay.
to put it in.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I would assume he probably already has a small bag, no? Like, just in your equipment.
He has a bag of
I
Indinium,
have
but I don't think he has
The
anything
bag
else.
of Infinitum,
But
but
he
that's
has
it.
anything
Okay.
else.
Put the
Yeah,
Indinium.
I'm pretty sure you have my bag of holding.
Yeah, here. 1 second. Oh my lord, what are we doing? I have a ring of water walking.
Yes, you do.
I think I just have a bag. Here I will. The crab on Lancer's shoulder is going to symbol that it's going to hop up. It's going to turn into a bird and fly down really quick. I'm going to hand it just a bag of sand. And I'm going to give it to Lancer, and I'm going to message Lancer and say, use this carefully. And if you don't need to use it carefully, just put the Indinium in here. And the bird's going to hand Lancer the bag, and it's going to go back on his shoulder and turn into a gecko.
Blah, blah.
Just what I needed. Time to my belt.
Yeah.
And now I am going to roll investigation for the
Indinium, yeah.
precious metal.
What?
I have a +0 investigation.
Fantastic.
I rolled a 15.
15? Alright, so
Pause.
as you...
Could I argue that my familiar is also helping him look?
Yeah, but you'll have to roll perception because you're not moving. Unless you are going to say you're moving.
Can you cast guidance through your familiar?
He doesn't have guidance.
I think I can cast spells on it, but
Oh.
I can cast
Wait,
spells
can I-
on it, I'm pretty sure. But I can use it to identify things. And I'll just keep on messaging Lancer if he finds something. But yeah, here, let me roll perception. With
So I rolled an investigation on the top floor.
Yeah.
Probably not on the
A
top
natural
floor.
Yeah, we'll say on the top floor, also roll stealth. Because now you're sneaking
Also
through
roll
barracks
stealth.
as well.
Rolling stealth, 15.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, we'll say that's good enough. So, Chase,
Not only that.
Chase, did you figure out the investigation thing? Are you going to investigate? Is your guy going to, run around?
Oh, investigate. No, he won't. I don't think he'll run around. I think I just want to keep on watching what's happening through Lancer's perspective, just
Okay.
in case anything
So-
risky happens.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can roll perception, but that's not going to... It's going to be a higher DC to see if you can find anything.
Oh, don't worry, I did. I rolled a natural 1.
Alright, so you fall and make a sound, but Lancer's 15 catches you.
I mean, yeah, it's a gecko. It wouldn't make a character.
Yeah, it's also a spiritual echo, or whatever, spirit gecko. Yes, 5-finger Lancer. Are you showing off your 5 fingers?
With my 15.
I learned how to count to 5 today.
Yes.
With my
One.
15.
Yes.
Do I notice where the sleeping
forgot.
quarters are?
Yeah, so as you're walking around as you stepped on the boat, you see that there is a captain's quarters around here-ish. If you see my ping, there's a captain quarters on the deck of the ship. There's a door there that leads to the captain's quarters. And as you're exploring this first floor, these are the barracks. There are a bunch of men sleeping. That's why you had to roll stealth. So the
first floor is the barracks?
Yeah, the first floor is the barracks. There are some small supplies up here. There's you can see the cannons are here. You can see some gunpowder, some cannonballs, some, what are they called? I think the things that are 2 rocks around tied to ropes to break the mast and whatever. I can't remember what those are called, but yeah, there's some of those around, but there seems to be no precious minerals or whatever.
Okay. So first thing I want to do, I'm gonna either roll sleight of hand or stealth, whichever one you want me to roll. I'm gonna take one of my business cards, and I want to slide it into one of the pockets of the sleeping soldiers.
I have.
one of your razor sharp business cards into the pocket of this man.
Pause.
Yes,
pause,
I
real
have
quick.
two. I have 2
Real
left.
quick. Noah.
Yes.
As Lancer enters the sleeping quarters, is there any 9-foot tall Goliaths in there?
No. I would also like to recommend.
My gecko's gonna hop off of Lancer's.
I would also like to mention that the business card is not his name. Should have mentioned that real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Kel, what do you?
How many? Is there only one entrance to the sleeping quarters? It's the main entrance, basically.
Yeah, there's a main entrance to the. Actually, no, this is a big ship. So
Perfect.
there's gonna be one back here and one more towards the front. So there's 2 entrances to this first floor.
All right, I bet.
All right, so my gecko, when Lancer enters, he's gonna hop off Lancer's back. And he's gonna cast a spell with the touch range at 7th level. He's gonna cast a symbol. The gecko is going to inscribe a rune on the floor and basically have it so that the trigger is anyone who's not a 9-foot tall Goliath that walks through this will have to fight the sleep condition. Each target must make a wisdom saving throw and falls unconscious for 10 minutes on a failed save. A creature awakens if it takes damage or if something uses an action to shake it or wake it awake. But this it's gonna take 1 minute to cast, but it's a 60-foot range. So it's a 60-foot circle on the entrance to the sleeping quarters. That makes anyone that basically is not Lancer fall asleep if they enter it.
Alright, are you putting that on the back entrance or the front entrance?
Well, how big is the sleeping quarters?
If you put it in the center of the ship, Chase, it covers.
You're a
both
genius
entrances.
because it's not it's not a disc, it's a sphere. So people on other floors are gonna get hit by this bad boy. My Gecko is going to go to the center of the sleeping quarters where it's going to hit the most people, and it is going to cast this spell. Also, by the way, the DC is 20 intelligence. Intelligence 20.
That's not too hard to beat. I'll be real.
Okay.
Oh, that's very hard to beat, actually. No, that's
Really?
crazy hard to beat. Yes. Things do not use... Intelligence was the hardest saving throws in the game.
Oh, okay.
1 second.
Unless
Pause.
you're a wizard.
Yes. It's the saving is... I'm trying to see. It doesn't say specifically. It just says your save DC. Anyways, yes. My
Okay.
Gecko's doing this.
Alright, so if anyone walks through it, everyone in that circle is put to sleep. That isn't Lancer.
If they're just in it. If they're in it, period.
Unless they pass the saving throw.
So when's it?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the activation is whenever they hit the stairs.
Just about.
Basically, yeah. No, the activation is if they are not Lancer. If a single creature that is not Lancer touches it,
So what's to stop it from activating while they're in it right now?
nothing.
So it can
This is
just
a 7th level
activate,
spell. It's OP. Yes.
but they're already asleep.
Also, this lasts, I'm pretty sure, forever.
Yeah,
Hang on.
Yes, but
keeps
so if
them asleep.
if they wake up.
Okay. I thought just because they were in it, it's gonna immediately activate and do nothing. Okay, that's what I was asking.
No. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure this lasts forever. Yeah, until it's dispelled
Okay.
or triggered, technically. But
I will also mention that you are in the circle.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but if it's not Lancer or the Gecko. Sorry. Well, yeah, sorry.
No,
Lancer
you're
or
like
Gecko,
you kill
Slash,
personally,
Familiar.
not the gecko. You are in it. If you look on the map, you are in the
Yeah.
circle.
You are in the circle.
He also has
Okay,
a pretty
here.
high
I can
intelligence,
just-
so he might pass.
Yeah,
it
I mean, I can
anyway.
also just change that. Like, it just says the physical character. Like, I can change it.
Okay.
It basically has I can let certain people be like clear. That's why Lancer's clear. I can also
Okay.
just be clear.
Okay.
All of us are clear, including my familiar and Beau.
Okay. It's just
If
this
you
is-
want, I can read you the whole text of this thing. It's just a
no.
it's a
It's
novel.
fine. I was just like trying to make sense because like you established it as Lancer. Like they're already asleep, but they're in it. So I just didn't know why it wouldn't activate already. So okay. I just wanted to establish what in the world this thing is. So. Because I've never heard of this spell.
Said, it's a book.
I've never heard of this spell.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 like 5-sentence long paragraphs.
Yeah, no,
of the description
I'm
of this.
okay. I'm okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. Technically, they can find it. It's nearly invisible, by the way. If this is probably important. They can find it with intelligence save.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyway, Lancer, with your 15 investigation, before you sleight of hand into razor business card, whatever. There's oh wait, no, I already explained it. There's nothing on this thing. Whatever. I guess the music is back. I don't hear it. Whatever. Y'all have fun jamming. Whatever. So, Lancer, what are you doing? Your sleight of handing stealthing? It would be sleight of hand to put this business card in someone's pocket.
I would put it in somebody's pocket, so I'm gonna slide of hand. I got a 22.
A razor sharp business
Oh,
card
wow.
is in a random man's pocket.
Perfect. That is
just not put
exactly
them
what.
awake for funsies.
No.
Uto's John.
I would like to point out, Lancer was about to play like the most diabolical card on the battlefield, and Kelenar was just like, in response.
Yeah, no. in response.
I'm gonna save our butts. So now, second part of this, you said there was gunpowder barrels.
Yes.
Oh, also, by the way, let me clarify. If it activates while Lancer's inside the range, he also will fall asleep. He doesn't trigger it, but the activation still works on him.
Sick.
Oh God!
Yes,
Sick.
like I said, it's a very long paragraph.
Sick.
So
Good
as
to
long
know.
as nobody walks into it,
Yes, you
That's-
cannot trigger it
I'm good.
personally, and that's why you probably. But
Hang on.
I think I can just wake you up with a message because I can
Would
shake
it-
you awake.
Would it reach the top deck? Because there are people awake up there.
I guess that would depend on you. It's 60-foot radius or diameter.
If it's
No, it's a
Is
60-foot radius.
Wow.
so, it's like a sphere.
So in every direction.
Yes.
Lancer, you fall asleep,
So it's
and the big ship begins to drift aimlessly as everyone on the
Everyone has
ship
to make
passes out.
An intelligence saving throw.
Everyone make an intelligence saving throw. I'm gonna make a group one. All right, all the people fall asleep. Lancer, intelligence saving throw.
So
By the way,
so-
I'm immune to magical sleep, so it can't affect me.
Cool.
Sorry.
he's immune.
Continue.
So intelligence saving.
okay.
No,
I beat
Bo,
it.
you're not in it. You're not in it, Bo.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I beat it. I got a 13.
I got a natural 1.
Lancer is asleep for 20
okay.
minutes.
It's 10 minutes, but
Yeah, but he got a natural one.
what's gonna happen?
I feel like someone's gonna wake him up anyway.
Yeah, no, I just have the gecko just. I can use shock and grasp through the gecko, and I'm gonna shock and grasp through it.
You
to
could have
Lancer.
you could have just hit his nerve, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I shock and grasp on the nerve. Hey!
Hey.
How much damage is I can grasp?
Oh, it was a natural 20.
I hit the 30 damage.
A light 27 damage
Oh,
crit
27.
on the nerve.
Jesus Christ.
That was a cantrip, bro. That's sick.
That's a cantrip. Wow.
Yeah.
hefty
Well, the
cantrip.
wizard cantrips get super strong as you level up.
Alright.
All right, Lancer's awake.
So,
Oh yeah, because
I'm awake. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Gunpowder barrels.
Yes.
I'm gonna look to grab. How many are there?
We'll say there's 3. Nice even number.
I would like to grab all of them.
You
and
can
take them back
carry-
to the bottom.
Okay, you can carry one at a time.
Yeah. That's
So
fine.
just give me one big stealth check with
Throw.
advantage because everyone's magically asleep.
That's wrong. That was survival. There we go. I mean, it's the same. It's the same. DC and I have advantage. I rolled a 4 plus 4, so an 8 for survival on the first one. And then I rolled a 4 plus 4, or a 18 plus 4 for stealth on the second one, so 22.
Okay. So yeah,
oh, nice.
you get all 3 barrels down there, but as you're passing the second floor, you see that
Yep.
there are a crap ton of people chained up, and they are all asleep, and they seem to be in these rags. And you see that their eyes are open, and they seem cloudy.
Oh.
Do I recognize the people?
No, you don't recognize a single one. They seem to be random people.
But they don't
So-
look like the soldiers that are on the boat. They are like innocents.
Yeah, they look like
Or-
prisoners.
So they're not sleeping from the spell. They're just like kind of dazed.
No, Lancer and Kel can just glean that
Okay.
they've been like this. This seems to be some sort of like containment thing. The shackles are more for like, just in case somehow someone gets up.
I would like to slide my business card to the.
The gecko slaps Lancer on the neck.
Okay.
He goes,
Also, Kelenar, roll perception. Roll perception, Kelenar.
perception.
Wait, do I roll perception as well, or just?
No, you don't know. You don't.
12.
No. A 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, strategically I don't roll good unless I'm just electrocuting Lancer.
Yeah, I know. All right, with a 12, nothing.
Nobody ever rolls good unless they're hitting me.
Yeah, that seems how it works. All right, so
Wow.
so you put
It's still
the
critted for some reason. It's broken.
You put the business card in the person's pocket, and you bring the 3 gunpowder barrels down to the bottom. What now? Also, when you ever reach the bottom, you see that this seems to be the big storage area, where you might find some Indinium.
Yeah. So first things first, I do want to search for the Indinium. So investigation.
Yep.
While Lancer's doing that, can my gecko go and try to just like shake them awake?
That's a natural one.
Lancer will be there a while. So, you go to try and shake someone random. Nothing seems to happen. They kind of just like... Their leg kind of moves a bit.
Their eyes feel like
did he-
glossy.
Did he find anything when rolling investigation?
He got a natural
rolled
one. He'll be
natural
there a
one,
while. He'll be there a while if he finds anything.
No, I'm talking about
can I-
Kelenar.
I didn't roll.
He didn't roll
No, I rolled bad.
investigation.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you
trying to
did.
shake these prisoners awake really good.
Yep.
Can I cast Identify? It's a touch. I'm going to cast it through my familiar. This spell. I love the familiar. You choose one object that you must touch through the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires blah, blah, blah. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you take a creature throughout the casting, you learn what the spell is if they are currently being afflicted by it.
Okay. So,
yeah, I'm just going to identify what's up with them.
Automatic thing, right? Not a roll.
Yes.
Perfect. So, with your roll, with your identify, it's a familiar kind of state that they're in. You know you've been in this state before. You can't quite place it, and then you hear from your chest, "Their souls are dormant." And you look down as Kel, and you see Boris wrapped around your chest.
Hi, Boris.
Hi.
Fun that you're here, buddy. So when you said their souls are dormant. What is that kind of? Is it like when I was like for the 10 years?
It's
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Your soul was merely stored. It couldn't really be accessed. It's pretty much they're kind of in a state in between death and life. Is probably the best way to put it. A more crude way of going about it is pretty much beating them in a less can't describe a way. They beat the people senseless and then put them into some sort of magical sleep that makes their souls easily extractable, kind of like what spiders do when they're trying to store someone after they die, but it's more of a man-made soul extraction.
So their souls aren't in their bodies, is what you're saying?
They are, but they're about to be removed. They're kind of like in that. You know when people say like, "Oh, I'm like life flashes before your eyes." They're kind of in that state where they're
reversible.
Man-made. I'm not too familiar with as a spider. When they're in spider state, yes, spider just puts them back in. But as man-made, I have no clue. That's something that I'm not familiar with. It's something that usually doesn't happen in iterations. This is the first time in a long time, so.
Okay. Huh. And so you said when I tried to wake them up, their like leg twitched. Is that like?
No, it's just because you're jostling them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Let's roll me another investigation.
Did Beau hear this, or is he too far away?
Yeah, you hear Boris explaining, but you don't really. I think no, you hear Kel. You hear their conversation. 18. All right, you open up a crate and you see bars upon bars of gold.
Not Indinium.
Oh, who knows? It looks like gold.
The kicker can come over and cast identify.
I mean, he could put
dump,
it in the bag anyway.
I'm gonna dump out the sand and just start putting it in the bag.
All right. So you have. How big is this bag? Is it like Indiana Jones bag of sand?
I imagine it's just your classic like fantasy pouch. It's probably like this big.
Okay, so you just get 1 bar of gold in there.
I can have the wizard go over and like identify it to see what it is.
All right. So yeah,
because the Indinium was like slightly magical, was it not?
It was lacking all magic. It was kind of like if you look at it through like an it was like if you looked at it through an arcanic sense, it's almost not there because everything has kind of like a bit of magic.
Yeah, so if I use identify, it'll pretty much be like a black space.
It'll just be like empty.
Yeah.
So you identify.
Yeah, I'll go over and take the lizard over and look.
Yeah, you identify. It's gold, pure gold.
The gecko is going to climb back on Lancer's neck and is going.
Blah, blah.
And I'll cast a message. Lancer, you have the wrong stuff, buddy. This isn't it.
Yeah. Roll investigation again. I got a 16.
16? Okay. All right. So after rummaging around for a while, you find some food, you find some more gold, you find some silver, some other minerals that I don't know right now, iron, sure. And eventually you see... Yeah, you're just taking a bite out of all of them for whatever reason. And eventually you see a very small, almost jewelry box sized chest. And when you open it, you see that there are, let's say 9 cubes of Indinium. More than enough to make a couple of chips.
Take it all.
Yep. And all 9...
I'm taking it all.
All 9 fit in the small bag.
Tie it to my
I'm going
pouch.
Message Lancer. Lancer, could you go back to the sleeping quarters really quick? Or actually, better yet, where would someone high ranking be? I imagine they'll be up towards the top.
Probably in the captain's quarters.
Yeah, I mean,
Lancer, find the captain's quarters.
Oh, I know where the captain's quarters are. It's right below the steering wheel.
Perfect. Could you head over there really quick? You don't need to go in yourself. I just need to see something.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
So, Lancer wants to do 2 things.
And real quick, are you taking any bars of gold? Real quick.
No.
Okay, never mind. No money for you.
Sounds cursed.
I have nowhere to put it.
The pockets.
Don't worry. New plan. I hide from the DM, my fellow players.
hold it in your mouth.
So Leto would like to do 2 things before he goes to the captain quarters.
Yes.
One, he would like to. How high do I have to roll on strength to break open the jail?
Like
No,
the
wait,
windows.
Lancer.
The window.
Don't do that.
There's
Don't do that.
the window jail bars.
Oh, I
Like
thought
the
there were.
spells.
I'm thinking of it like Sea of Thieves, like sent to the.
No.
And it's like the bar.
So it's like all
Whoa,
these
whoa,
people
no.
are already like shackled to the walls, and there's really it's like open access to get in and out of here. Those shackles and the iron bars are more to like either keep them safe, and like the shackles are there just in case somehow someone wakes up.
Okay.
So there's really nothing stopping you from like breaking the shackles and taking someone.
Okay, but Jake, this is Kelenar talking to you, and Lancer said he's gonna message you. Listen, okay, Lancer, I'm totally with you. I don't like this at all, but we don't have enough information, and I need you to go to the captain's quarter. I need to see what the captain or some high-ranking official looks like.
Oh,
We
okay.
need to come back.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is. Okay, got it. So second part of my plan that Lancer wants to do. You know those gunpowder barrels that I put in the basement?
Also, Lancer, not yet.
There's guys, they're civilians. The plan doesn't change.
Yeah, wait, pause. Yeah. Keep that. I want you to know, Noah. I just made a chat with just specifically Kieran and Jake.
Yeah, I heard you saying a plan for hide from the DM.
Oh, but
No. Don't worry. There'll be plenty of fun later. Don't worry.
So I'm going up to the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I don't need you to go in. I just need you to get close, and my gecko is going to.
I'm going
Okay.
Okay.
in. He's asleep.
All
Well,
right.
it's only asleep for 10 minutes, and you were searching for a while.
How much longer? No,
I'm
so,
totally
Mr.
Yeah,
DM, how much longer do I
2
have?
minutes.
AOC.
2 minutes?
Oh,
2 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
We have plenty of time. Okay, I'm going in.
Okay.
And while you're doing what you're doing, I'm pulling from the bag. You can't stop
I need him not
me.
awake. I need him not awake. You butt face.
D100. All right.
You're distracted.
Chase, real quick. What are you
You're
doing?
distracted.
What are you doing, Chase?
I'm just trying to see which one the captain is. I'm just trying to see who this high official. I just want to see what he looks like.
So
Dedicated to mind.
you walk in the captain quarters. You see that there are 2 desks in the center of the room. One seems to be like it seems like the room seems to be split up in like 2 separate parts. On the left, you see there's this more.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be more like this. I mean, another way to put it, first mate looking person. He seems to have like a bow beside his bed. He seems to have like a quiver of arrows by there.
First mate's not this. First mate's like the second highest rank, right?
Yeah, first mate is second.
Yeah,
in
it's
command.
like the right-hand
captain's
man.
assistant.
Yeah. So
Okay. I
look right
actually
there.
am going
Another
to
word is
instead of the
first
captain, I'm
hand.
looking at him.
Yeah, so he seems
hand, whatever
you
it's
see
called.
that he has like this
Oh, I look at both.
black hood kind of like folded up, hung up on his bedside, and he's sleeping soundly. You see that he seems to be just out of the spell, so he doesn't seem to be magically affected. You can tell by your innate arcane sense. So he doesn't seem to be
I'll
magically
let Lancer
affected.
know that this guy is not sleeping magically. Yeah.
And you look over to the
Lancer,
right.
that the scrawny looking kid's not asleep for me.
Yeah, you look over to the right.
Black Knife Assassin?
You look over to the right, and you see this more older gentleman. He seems to have like this kind of white, kind of like classic pirate beard. Doesn't go down too long, but just enough to be able to like just a little bit malicious. And you see that he has 2 knives by his hip, and they seem quite powerful with your Arcana. And he looks a bit familiar.
Oh.
Santa?
No, they killed him. They killed him earlier. They killed him earlier. Santa's already
Killed
dead.
that man long ago during the rebellion.
Brothers,
Yeah.
bro.
How? So I'm just rolling a D100, Noah, or
Yeah, it's a D100.
okay? I got a 58.
58. All right, Chase, what are you doing with this? With these guys, real quick, before chaos,
I'm
before
just
all
seeing what
chaos
they look
breaks
like.
out.
I need to know it. I just want to know so I can pick them out of the crowd, basically.
All right, hang on, real quick. So yeah, you know what they look like. You know that the captain looks familiar. The second in command, not so much. And you also look over at Lancer. He has a mushroom sprout out the side of his head. And there seems to be like 3 green. It's like a green mushroom with some little off-white green spots on it. And as he's standing there for a couple seconds, a ring of mushrooms appear around him, and he begins to heal a little bit. And Jake, you get a bustling fungus now permanently attached to you.
What is it?
Until
do?
the
How much
run
does he
ends.
heal?
He heals 1d6 per round.
So
Okay, that's not that.
so until the run ends. So that means until I die.
Yes, you have the
Does that
bustling
count
fungus.
saves if
for the
like,
run.
he goes into that saves?
No, it's for until the rest of the campaign. He has this now. It's a bustling fungus.
Unless I die.
That's
But it's
actually
something-
a
it's
really
some-
good boon.
yeah. Yeah, honestly,
That's
it's not
actually
bad at
really
all.
Yeah,
Especially for him. That's actually great.
he
All
gets
right,
a
the
bustling
gecko's
fungus.
gonna crawl up to Lancer and it's gonna slap his back like, "Let's go."
And I'm going to hop out and head back to Kelenar.
All right.
Did he roll to see what the guy was, or like to history or
Who he
whatever?
was. That doesn't sound like something Lancer would do.
Do you? I mean,
Nope.
do you want to, Chase?
Oh, I could so. Yeah, I would do that. Because
Okay.
I have a +10 in history, not metagaming. 13, baby!
Oh,
You
no.
recognize him from before your 10-year sleep. You've met him before then.
What, like, could you describe his characteristics so Chase might be able to piece out together who he is?
So he had some daggers on his left and right hip. He seemed to have more of like a regal outfit to him. He had this long kind of dark
Daggers?
pirate beard. Yes, he had some 2 daggers. They seemed quite powerful. And he had a very fancy tricorn hat on his a very pirate hat on his bedside table.
I got a question,
Okay.
Noah.
Yes.
Was it 1d4 or 1d6?
1d6. 1d8. We'll make it a 1d8 so it's actually somewhat
Let's
useful.
go!
So it's somewhat useful.
You can make it 2d6, so it's a max of 12, but also it's a minimum of 2.
Yeah, I like that better. 2d6, Jake. Change it again. A 3rd time, even.
1 second.
Once
Reg.
more with feeling.
Alright. So, are y'all heading back to the ship?
One
Indinium in
second, reading the
hand?
spell.
No gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kieran, what are you doing in this meantime? In these, like, I guess 15 minutes?
I mean, Beau has the shotgun ready, but he realizes like maybe he's not needed, so he's kind of sitting on the edge of the circle, just kicking his legs, like doo doo doo.
He's just, like,
And
trying
when he
to
heard- when he
have a
heard,
conversation from, like, with Bartham, just, like, signing to him. It's like, just trying to have a conversation somehow.
Yeah, Bart, they both are like telescoping, like,
No, they're playing rock, paper, scissors through the telescope.
Beau's losing.
alright, does Lancer crawl out?
I guess so. While he's doing
Are you
fungus.
done doing anything you're doing, Jake?
Until outside otherwise, I get out. Oh yeah, I was like, I headed out. It's back to you.
Alright.
Alright, cool. And I kind of look at all of you and I get Lancer back on the floating disc and I said, alright, fellas, let's go back. Or, well, no, Kel doesn't say that. Alright, let's go. And I'm going to Frozone run back to the ship.
Hey,
Alright.
wait, hold on. Hey, wait.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
it, Lancer?
Are we
Frozone
not,
box, pause.
Could I blow
no,
up
are
the
we
ship?
not going? We're not going to blow up the ship.
Oh, no, we're going to blow up the ship. Don't worry.
Oh, right now?
In fact, Lancer, no, not right now. You're going to be the one.
Ah!
You saw all those guys out there, right? Today, you saw them all out there?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get to fight them all.
Oh,
Just you.
Yeah, oh.
Just you.
Just you.
Also,
Lancer,
Kelenar,
so
what was
happy.
the conversation you had with your little spider friend there.
Hey, Beau.
I think let's get back to the boat
Hi,
first.
good to see you're here. Oh, okay, fine. Let's wait.
Yeah, Frozone, run back to the boat. I just want to make sure we're back on the boat.
All right.
And I think I'm gonna grab the Indinium from Lancer's pocket. I imagine it's like on his belt.
Yeah,
I'm
it's in his
gonna
bag.
run over and give it to.
I would like to point out that Lancer swam with just his feet to get to Kelenar.
Okay.
Because he did not want to get the Indinium wet because he didn't know
He's
what
like,
happened to it. Yeah. No, he only has one arm, Kieran.
I can pick him up with water too. I can have two instances of the water thing. But anyways, yeah, we get back on the boat.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna turn both of them, and I'm gonna now explain to you two my plan. Chase, I don't know. I don't like what they're doing with the souls thing. That weirds me out, and I want information on it. I have this other seventh level spell called Simulacrum. Basically, what it does is it makes a copy of a creature, contains all their memories, and it has like half their health. Basically, it's basically like a copy of somebody, but it obeys me. I'm going to like kidnap either the captain or the second or the first mate, and we're going to replace them with the Simulacrum. Yes, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you.
Bless you.
The Simulacrum. Can you copy you and then have the cast Simulacrum to copy you again? That copy. So you have an army of yourself.
No, I don't think it has spell slots. It can't regain spell slots either. You shape an illusory duplicate of one beast or humanoid that is within range for the entire casting time of the spell. The duplicate is a creature partially real and formed from ice and snow. If you remember last session, I collected snow because Lancer made it snow. And it can take actions and otherwise be effective as a normal creature. It appears to be the same as the original, but it has half the creature's hit point maximum and is formed without any equipment. Otherwise, the illusion uses all the stats of the creature and duplicates, except that is a construct. It's friendly to me. It obeys my spoken command, moving and acting in your accordance. The singular lacks the ability to learn or become more powerful, so it never increases level or abilities, nor can it regain expended spell slots. The singular lack is damage or repairs. I mean, technically, yeah, I could, but it would just be an infinite loop for no reason. But also, if I cast the spell again,
no reason.
Well, I mean, I guess they would all be just an army of me. But I can only have one. I can only have one copy of this, basically, going at any point for myself personally. So technically, my copies could have their own copies, but
yeah,
that's a later. Hang on 1 second. I want to look up. Can I make a simulacrum of myself? Also, it takes 12 hours to do this. This is why we had to leave.
Oh God.
Yeah, we can't. We're gonna make an army of Kel later on. We're making an army of Kel.
I knew it. You said it, and I knew it.
That's a good point. Anyways, that's later. Right now, we're gonna spend 12 hours, and I don't know if we should do the captain's mate or the captain, but I want someone important. We're gonna kidnap them and replace them with a simulacrum, and we're gonna give him. I made a bunch of these, and I pulled out the last session. I made a stupid amount of scrolls of sending. I have 6 of them. Basically, he can communicate me from any distance. Right. So we're going to kidnap one of their high-ranking officials, but we're also going to rescue all those people in the prison and Beau. So basically, I know you couldn't see it, but there was a prison full of people that were. Do you remember those 10 years where I was blank, like I couldn't wake up, whatever?
Yes. Is that
like
that
that.
what's going on there too?
Yes, but it's artificial. Mine was. I point to Boris. Mine was technically kind of natural, in a sense. Like there's like this. Just it was a result of something that happened to me. This is being forced on them. This is not natural. They are intentionally trying to suck the souls out of these people.
And knowing what happened with Samuel down there, I imagine we both know what they're going to do to their souls.
I don't know exactly what they're doing with the souls. That's my thing. That's why I want to get one of the captains to... Does that make sense? I want one of these captains or someone high-ranking so we can get information. I want
confirmation, basically.
I want not only confirmation, but I want a spy. I want to know what Determinus is doing. I want to know what that bastard Nocturne is.
Neverborn.
That's his city. I want to know what he's up to, right? Because let's be clear, right? I know we're gonna have to kill him. Yes. I mean, I promised his soul. Like, this guy's evil. Like, I don't care what he's doing this for. There's no justification for what he's been doing.
I'm not against it.
And obviously, I point towards the direction of the island we just left. These people are like in fear. I don't know. We're gonna have to take. I think we have to take him down, and I don't know. I think this is a great way to start getting information. But
I agree.
I'm gonna have to. This is gonna require us to A, kidnap the captains, B, rescue all the people that are held prisoner, and that's gonna require distraction, right? And I look towards Lancer. So you ready to mess some stuff up tomorrow?
Yeah, you want me to go boom?
Yes. After the people are saved. After the people are saved. There's people and they don't deserve to go boom.
So what I'm hearing is me in charge of kidnapping Captain, while Beau in charge of saving prisoners. Then once both those are done, I can make shit go boom.
I was actually gonna say you can fight all the soldiers on the ship as a distraction, right? That's what my idea was. Is like we're gonna have to do something. What we're doing is gonna be pretty rowdy. Like I just need them to not notice us. But I was thinking we could like masquerade this as a robbery. So we could just pull up the ship tomorrow, be like, this is a robbery, and then we jump their ship, we board, we act like pirates. Meanwhile, Beau or I are rescuing the
captured
people, bringing them to our ship while you're messing things up. Well, I guess
Also,
Beau would be the one that would rescue people.
as you're saying that, you see Beau just like slowly reach up to his hat and like slowly adjust it to where he has that tricorn on his head, a tricorn hat on his head. He's like,
what does that do?
+5 to anything pirate related.
Yeah, they're, but if you don't remember, they're all active at once. So
yeah.
Yeah, but now we know. Now we know he means business. That's what the point of this was, Noah.
This does technically mean that Beau has a +5 to anything he does during this current encounter. So
yeah, all right. So I think to relegate.
Question, Noah.
Yes.
My bustling fungus, is it per turn or per my turn?
I think you said round. No.
Yeah, it's like every turn it activates on your turn.
Okay.
But you have to have not moved.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. Could he get the corrupted version?
The Wungus
when he's moving.
If he can somehow corrupt it, yes.
All right. So I guess to re-clarify the plan, I'm gonna have to go take a 4-hour nap, and then I'm gonna create a copy of one of the guys. Then we're gonna go up, act like we're robbing the ship. Lancer, you go in to distract all the guards. Beau is going to go to the slave quarters / loot area, and then we're gonna steal their stuff. By the way, I want to make it clear we're stealing their stuff. All of it. I hold up the bag of holding.
So it's not a robbery. It's not a fake robbery. It is a robbery.
Y'all are back on the ship, right?
It's masquerading. Yes.
So
I already gave the stuff to the kid so he could start repairing manual Bartham. Yes.
Bartham overhears this and he walks up. Is like, wouldn't it be easier just to take the ship?
Well, no. We want the reason we're not I would say we wouldn't want to take the ship is because we want information, right? We want to spy, so they need to have a ship to get back to Nocturne.
Well, if we get like a canoe, they can somehow like if we throw them in like a canoe, they can say like, oh, I was like kidnapped, we were attacked, and then I got in this and I left after everyone else was dead, whatever.
But yeah, if they have a dinghy, we're gonna kill everybody and send the fake captain back.
Well, no, this is also just metagaming chase here. I think it's more suspicious if one person, also the highest ranking person, makes it back. Does that make sense? Like it's much different if the crew comes back banged up, all of them banged up.
Yeah.
Right, because then there's less people to like suspect.
Okay.
The idea is like if us like, and also this is for Kel. Kel wants to send a message. Kel wants to let Neverboard know he's back.
Okay.
This is like I plan like Kel to like leave a note or like graffiti on the side of the ship. I'm back.
Kelenar sends his regards.
Yeah, something like that. Just because I hate Neverborn in character. And so, but yeah, in character, like, well, no, it's too suspicious if just one person was back.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Like we need it. Also, it just adds credibility to their we were robbed. Right. Why would robbers kill everyone? Like that's just. I don't know many people that would just kill everyone just for the fun of it. Exactly.
Hang on.
I mean,
let me,
pirates do
let me,
that.
let me do something. Real quick. You see Lancer fucking just hit him with a dear God that I worship.
I like
What
that
are
you're
you
holding up one
fixing?
hand too. That's very
Yeah.
good.
Hey,
That's very good
Hey, Bo,
consistency.
you're
Wait.
the cleric. Is a prayer valid if it's only one hand?
It's valid. You don't really need your hands to
Okay.
send out a prayer. It's
Okay.
just there for.
I mean, I would think it's like
It's
intent,
more
no?
for telling other people you're praying, kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We are
makes sense.
fixing to rescue these people from these bad people. Please give me a sign to stop if these people are indeed not bad and are good.
I guess also morally, I just probably wouldn't be okay with killing probably
There is
hundreds of
no
people just
sign.
because.
Lancer,
I'm blowing up the ship.
Lancer.
Yeah, we can damage their ship. Their ship can be damaged.
Lancer,
Yeah.
I rolled a random d20 to see if you get a random event. You got hit by fish. It was a natural 20. So you got hit by a random fish.
Is that a yes?
Also, Lancer, to clarify, we can blow up their ship. You know, we can wreak some havoc. As long as it's somewhat sailable, as long as they can theoretically make it back to Nocturnus.
They will not
They have
be
to
able
swim?
to make
Yeah,
it back.
If you blow up the
If
bottom of their
if
ship,
I
they're gonna
blow up
sink.
ship,
Well, no, that's not how ships work, Noah. I would expect you, a pirate man, to know how ships work. So, like,
What do you mean?
You have a ship, okay? You have a ship,
That is
okay?
how ships
You
work.
have 3 barrels of gunpowder.
well, okay, you know why the
at
Titanic
the bottom
sunk, right?
of this ship.
They have
Okay.
in ships they have places that are meant to flood in case of like natural disasters.
Yes,
They have so there's still areas for water to like not reach.
But you're blowing up the
understand
entire
that.
bottom of the ship.
yes.
Is it
if
would
it's
it be
one
the entire
hole in
bottom or would it be a
certain
chunk?
room,
It
sure.
would be just about the entire bottom, the
Yeah, it would-
sides
Only 3
and the
bottom.
bottom.
Like gunpowder's not that strong.
Yes, it is.
It's kind of
Not
strong.
that
Barrels?
strong. This ship. Okay,
Hang
okay. Maybe this is my misinterpretation. I'm imagining a ship like U.S. like ship freighter size. Like this thing is like
Okay, yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Hang on.
Maybe just a regular gunpowder barrel won't be able to blow a hole in that, but it will.
it's also made of metal, if I remember correctly.
No, it's made of
It
wood.
is a warship. I mean,
It's
it
a
is a
warship.
warship. It'd probably withstand it.
It's also made from. It's also from Nocturne, like the Terminus, like the country
Yeah, but
with
it's
metal
it's
robots.
not a metal ship. It's just a big old pirate ship like from Sea of Thieves.
They're not that rich.
Okay, I guess I was just misunderstanding because I was imagining like an actual like U.S. like one of the ships they have like airplanes land on that.
No.
No, that's a carrier.
That's an aircraft carrier. That thing is meant for like explosives on the daily. That thing could withstand a gunpowder barrel.
Yeah, no, I was imagining something massive. It's just because I
Nah.
noticed it was 3 times our ship and I have horrible scale. So I was imagining something like truly massive.
No.
A gunpowder barrel so it depends on how it's packed, okay? But if it's packed tightly, it could level a small building.
Is it still like is that like a shed or like my house? Like I'm still confused on that. But no, again, I was also imagining like again massive ship where I was like gunpowder barrel is not going to blow up the ship even if it's
No. It is just a.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
The misunderstanding's been cleared on my part.
Yeah.
That's where everything I was saying was like gunpowder is not going to blow up that ship. That's what I was thinking.
No, yeah, sorry. It's just it's not that advanced yet.
No, not your fault. I was just misimagining.
Yeah,
And also,
No,
I
that's
will
that's why I
say,
was also giving my case. Of why
Yeah.
I do think they just have the gunpowder there more for like storage rather than like tightly packing it for damage.
It's for like the cannons. It's to put the gunpowder in the cannons.
Yeah,
So it's not tightly packed.
they have to
but
make it
so I
like
see what
easy
there
you're
is
to
3 of
use.
them.
It might not even be full to the brim.
No, it's not.
So
tightly
if
packed.
it's
Also, how
not-
big is the barrel? Is it like this big or like this big? Like it's a keg?
It's like it's like big barrel size. It's not like a keg of beer.
Okay, yeah.
It's
I think
big barrel
those. I
size.
think those also explicitly said if the barrels blow up, the ship is going down.
Wait,
Yes.
wait, I got a question now.
Yeah.
I
I feel
Yeah,
like
so-
we leave this up to the DM if it works or not.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
Jake.
that's why I was like, oh yeah.
Are they tightly packed or is
No,
it
they're
just
loo-
in the barrel like loosely? Just
They're
in there?
loosely packed. I mean, they're still like full, but they're
It
not
would-
tightly packed.
It would not explode.
What?
It would not explode. A gunpowder barrel would cause a large flash and fire damage,
Yeah, that
but
makes
it
sense.
will
That makes a lot of
burn
sense, actually.
rapidly rather than explode. If it was tightly packed,
Yeah.
it would explode.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
why
sense. Because the
muskets,
combustion is what.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's
Actually.
boring, but
No,
yeah,
if
there
you
goes
are in
that
the
plan.
military, I feel like you know this pretty well.
They
Well,
don't.
no, I mean, if you think about it logically, it makes sense, right? Because like bullets, they put all the gunpowder like in a really small space, and that
Yeah, and they
explosion is what makes it
compact it down.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, that's really interesting.
Okay.
But anyways,
So no more explosives.
Does that change your opinion?
Oh no, still fire though.
Still set the ship on
Still
fire.
Yeah, no,
fire.
I'm fine with that because the ship is they'll be able to put out a fire. It's going to damage the ship because I'm fine with the ship looking ragged. I'd be like, well, we probably shouldn't blow up the ship. Like, if they barely make it home, they make it home. What?
What?
I have no clue what he
Is it?
said.
No.
Huh?
Yeah, I was right. It's a fire.
Huh?
Hey, little mama, let me see you. All right, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, no, I mean,
you might want to hear.
let me tell you something you want to hear, little mama. No, yeah, no. Again, okay. Putting back to Sea of Thieves, though, like if they make it back, the ship is basically about to flood. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I just need them to make it back. Period.
Yeah.
I want them to make it back like Captain Jack Sparrow in the first movie when you first see him, and he's
What, have you guys been watching the Pirate of the Caribbean movies recently? I was probably 9.
I've watched them often.
The first one.
I've watched them often.
I've not seen one of those movies.
Chase, I don't watch new stuff. I rewatch stuff. It's been a long time since I've watched something new.
You both keep on making this reference, and I'm like, what are we talking about?
We like pirates. That's why we're on this side of the call. You stay on your side.
I don't dislike pirates. I like pirates. I haven't seen that. Wait, how old is that movie?
It came out in like 2007.
Yeah.
The first one came out in 2007.
It's pretty old.
I think no.
Which
2007 was not
one
the
is the
first
one
one.
with the Chalice of Life?
That's the fourth one.
Which one was that one?
That's the fourth one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
That was the
feels
last one I
that feels
saw, and that was
Indiana
before I
Jones
was
and not
9.
There's another one after that. There's a Death on Stranger Tides or something. No, that's the second one.
Yeah.
Dead Men Tell No Tales. That's the
most
last
recent
one.
I'm pretty sure.
Dead Men Tell No
Yeah.
Tales. That's the most recent one.
See, yeah, no. The last one I saw was before I moved out of my old house, and we moved out when I was 9.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I apologize. I don't think they're bad movies. I think they're interesting. I like pirates. Anyways,
What are y'all doing? Back to the game.
yeah, I was about to say we're all good with the plan, right?
What was the plan? I'd forgotten.
Later
okay.
has new plan, but yes.
I will just. I can mend the ship a little bit. I just need them to make it back. How far is the Terminus, by the way? No, realistically, how much damage could they take before they like?
I mean, they're about a sea away. They have to travel half of the South Sea and half of the West Sea to get
But
back.
they can make it back. I think. If with a damaged ship, they're a trained crew. They could probably make it back.
I mean,
if they can't make it back, they'll probably make it somewhere.
They're probably not going to make it back damaged because there is Allport where they can repair their ship.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. They're probably going to stop somewhere.
Yeah, they can make it back to Allport.
Okay, anyways.
Depending on how much
Clear
they'll
up the
damage
plan.
it.
I'm going to make a simulacrum of the captain. I really want to figure out who he is before I replace him. But I'm going to kidnap the captain. Jake is going to cause a distraction on the board, say, hey, this is a robbery. And then while he's doing that, Beau is going to board. Our ships, you see how the ships are on the map? We're actually going to be that close now. Because we're going to have to bring the prisoners over.
Okay.
And Beau's going to rescue the prisoners. I'm going to give him the bag of holding. He's going to rob them for everything they have. And I'm going to kidnap somebody.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So, when are y'all doing this? Because I heard earlier you're waiting 4 hours, but if you do 4 hours, everyone will be awake.
I have to wait. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna again. We're masquerading as a robbery just so they don't get our real intention of kidnapping the captain.
Yep.
But I have to go to sleep for 4 hours, and it's gonna take me 12 hours to make the simulacrum.
Why am I still on the ship? Hang on.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take a long rest, and I'm gonna probably rearrange my spells a little bit.
Okay. All right.
But you guys got anything? If you guys want to add to the plan or anything, please do. Don't let me take over.
What are we gonna do with
It's gonna
prisoners?
take you 16 hours.
I was just gonna bring them to our ship because see if we can help them some way.
Yeah, but how are we gonna bring them back? There's multiple.
Junior.
I was gonna make a bunch of floating discs.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can
Not
do that,
Junior.
and now we have prisoners.
We could do that. Well, also we're gonna have the ship close so that we could just walk them over technically. But yeah, no, I was gonna make a bunch of floating discs and just have them walk with you or onto the discs or something like that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm looking at myself really quick to make sure to see if I have anything.
Lancer could technically go ahead and
Okay.
try to kidnap someone while they're asleep.
True.
Yeah.
He could also
But
just,
I
like, get a
also
sneak
it's
attack
gonna
on
take
the
me 12
captain and knock
hours.
him out.
It's gonna take me 12 hours to like make a copy, and it'd be way weird if the captain was gone. That was my thought. Excuse me, if the captain was gone for a while.
Well, I was just saying, like, you could, like, once you get close to the 4 hours, like maybe a couple minutes away, you could go ahead and mount the assault.
Mhm.
Because, like, as soon as y'all start the plan, I think, yeah, daybreak is, like, 30 minutes in already. No, 40 minutes in, because it was 4:20. No, it's been 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, we
30
can attack
minutes.
them during the day. I don't think it matters if we attack them during the day.
Yeah.
because we
I'm
want to
just-
be seen now. It's
Yeah,
my thought.
I'm just saying you could catch them by surprise with Lancer or Beau, or both, while you're doing your swapping out.
Well, it'll take me 4 hours to swap it, and then 12 hours to make a copy.
Yeah.
Like I want the
Well,
copy to be swapped in immediately.
Well, you're still gonna have to restrain the guy for like 12 hours.
Well, I have spells for that.
Okay. All right.
Like, shotgun to the
Uh,
head, and if he moves, he'll die.
No.
All right. So,
Oh wait, I could steal his soul, bro. That'd be sick.
I mean, you have a Boris.
I can steal his soul. No, I have soul cage. I can just snatch a soul.
That works too. Apparently. All right.
That's like
You could do that for Neverborn.
So
Wow.
y'all are nearing the boat, and we'll see if they perceive you. All right, natural 20. You're perceived. They know you're there.
Oh,
But
I mean,
I'm gonna say y'all are coming up behind him, so none of their cannons are near y'all. So if they want to attack, they can't. So
Yeah,
y'all,
we maneuver better than they do because we're smaller.
y'all are spotted.
true. I mean, they don't think we're a threat, really.
Yeah, they're still assessing the
yet.
situation. What are y'all doing while they're assessing their situation?
Hello!
All right,
As soon as
Lancer.
Lancer's
I'm-
injured, he's
I'm-
lost his
I'm-
arm. We need help.
I imagine we just, like, wave at them, like, hey.
All right.
If you want mine, need some assistance. We need some assistance on your boat, though.
All right. You hear a very
only on your boat though.
since y'all are still a couple 100 feet away. You hear someone call out, "What?"
Huh?
Yeah. If you won't mind just slowing down just a little bit, that way I can come over there to y'all.
What? What?
You see, I want to show y'all a magic trick.
Hang on, we're gonna get closer. I can't hear you.
That works.
Lancer's doing great, isn't he?
All right, so
Lancer just gives, like, an enthusiastic smile with a thumbs up, like,
you will also see that someone from the crow's nest starts to wave a white flag, saying, "Hey, we don't mean any harm, parlay." All right, so
Oh, poor guys.
y'all are
Poor guys.
getting a bit closer, and we'll say y'all are within hearing distance now. You can actually have a conversation.
I'm gonna cast telekinesis and throw Lancer on.
It works.
All right, so they wave a white flag. Hey guys,
Lancer
we need
gets
more.
to it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Lancer comes in like a cannonball. The ship, you can see the front half of the ship actively sinks. It dips before it bounces back.
All right, hang on. Oh my god, that's a natural one. They all fall over with the stumble of the ship. They're all falling over. They all collapse. Everything.
Where would you say I land? Would you say I land like on the front of the ship?
We'll
at the middle of the
say-
ship, back of the ship.
We'll say. Hang on. We'll say y'all are coming up around this way here, and we'll say you land. Kelenar just throws you. He almost misses, so you land about here-ish, and everything is kind of everything in storage is kind of jostled to the side. So everything is like the boat is kind of like steering a bit to the left now because it was jostled. So
No, you got rid of me.
goodbye, Lancer. It was nice knowing you.
Press Control Z.
Yeah.
Control Z. Noah. Control Z again.
Again.
There we go. It wasn't
we go.
working for some reason.
Again.
No.
oh, again.
All right, there we go. We got
Alright, and,
we got our Lancer back.
All right. By the way, I think I already have 2 floating discs prepared by now.
Okay. Sure.
I think that's fair to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and just try to make my way onto the boat as well.
Okay.
With Junior in tow, with the simulacrum and Junior.
Okay. Junior's under your arm.
Do I
He
make it-
bites on to attach. What are you using to get on?
I'm just gonna use the shape water and use ice to climb on.
Okay. Yeah, that works. You're on.
I also, if it's fair, Beau is on one of the floating things, so he can also come.
Sure, why not?
I'm pulling a whole lot of like. Also, this thing too. This was also already true. You just didn't know it.
All right. You know what? Sure, why not?
Actually, my mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
No, I don't believe that one. Yeah, everything you said before is forfeit. You now die. All right. So, y'all are all three of y'all on the ship. You left Bartham behind to steer it. Guessing with commands to just stay out of their cannon range. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He's gonna stay just far enough away to where they can't really affect him.
Everyone, please gather around. You see, I'm a little bit of a magic man myself.
See what I pulled out of this bag.
Yeah. Now, I do want everybody to gather around. I do want everyone to gather around. So
Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion. Because you just jostled their boat and probably injured a few of them.
Persuasion. I got an 11.
Not all of them. Just a couple of them are like, sure, we'll get him with stabbing range to stab you in case anything goes wrong.
Now, you see, this, for my first trick, I would like to pull something from my bag.
Okay. They're starting to draw their swords, ready to stab.
That is a 93.
You said 93?
Uh-huh.
And if something, get on the boat.
And if something happens, I would like to say one thing before something that happens, depending on what happens.
I've made a mistake.
Oh no.
There are two 93s.
Oh.
There are two 93s. You know what? I guess both of these happen. Both? Yeah, you get both of these happen because I don't feel like dealing with it. Alright, so you reach in the bag and immediately on your hand appear these two pairs of gloves. They seem to be like a huntsman's gloves. They seem to be made of leather. They have some like a wool padding underneath. And these are the gloves of true feeling. While wearing these, you are wearing gloves.
Okay. Wait, so what happens to the one that's a nub? Where does that one go?
That goes on Beau's hand.
Where did that come from?
And the second thing that happens?
Frick. Okay. The Bane of Death summons 1d100 skeletons that hate you. And the bag dims for Lancer.
So this happens. Okay, so I would also assume that some of the skeletons are summoned in the water as well, or are they all summoned on the boat?
5 skeletons, really? Alright, you get 5 skeletons.
How are they?
They're as strong as skeletons,
5
obviously.
skeletons that hate me.
Yeah, 5 skeletons that hate you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as they spawn, I would like to say, for my second magic trick.
Yeah, so 3...
Hang on. Yeah, as Lancer says for my second magic trick, Kel yells at the top of his lungs,
okay.
This is a robbery! And I cast a lightning bolt.
Okay.
So one second magic trick, we're robbing you.
Also, 3 skeletons drop in the water, and since they're skeletons, they can't float, so they're just sinking to the bottom of the ocean. You only have to deal with 2 skeletons.
I imagine they know exactly where he is. They're like running around at the bottom in circles. Like,
yeah, if you ever got an island, there will be skeletons after you on the island. Alright, there's 2 skeletons that hate your guts. Okay. So Kel yells this is a robbery, casts a lightning bolt. Alright,
1 second. It's only at the 4th level and it's non-lethal damage. 31.
It doesn't matter if they succeed or fail, they're just dead.
No, it's not lethal. Wow. I can choose for any damage to not kill anything.
Okay, they're all brain dead. Because it's lightning.
Knocked unconscious is the proper term.
Brain dead.
No. They get electrocuted to sleep. They pass out.
Hang on, can you do your line of thing again, just so I can put that many at the top of the screen? All right, so all these
Yeah,
guys
they're all passed
are
out.
knocked unconscious.
Woo!
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that's an automatic intimidation. So I'm gonna make them have a wisdom saving throw. All right, so they're all immediately putting their heads on their heads. It's like, crap. They're all kind of just immediately kneeling down, just like, all right, well, this is what we were taught to do.
Kelly's just silently walking towards the captain's quarters.
All right.
And in the
For my
meantime,
third magic trick.
Bo is also going to jump onto the deck and try to go to the prisoners.
No, for my third magic trick, can I roll perception?
Sure.
I want to look for a certain guard or a certain guy.
Mm-hmm.
Chase knows it. That's a 19.
What certain guy? I don't know what the DC is with a certain guy.
He's looking for a specific man. Just say he's got a 19. He's definitely fine. So the guy he's looking for.
I'm gonna say, good sir, do me a favor and check your pockets.
What? Okay, wait. Can I play this guy? I want to play this guy. Check my pockets.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, I would like you to check your pockets.
Can I move my hand from here? I was told to surrender.
But don't try nothing funny.
Okay. He slowly reaches his hand down. And he reaches into his pocket. And he pulls
Roll a d20 to see if you cut yourself. Because they are razor sharp.
No. On 11, do I cut myself? Oh! What? Who's Ron? I'm just gonna slowly put this back into my pocket. And he reaches down, grabs his gun, and he tries to shoot Lancer.
He has a gun?
Yeah, they're soldiers.
Yeah.
a shotgun.
Yeah. They have revolvers. Okay.
That was a good one.
Lancer, what's your...
Lancer's just played Where's Waldo, man. He just played Where's Waldo.
Lancer broke the DM.
Yeah, no, Lancer goes, and that's what I thought, Magic Twick. And he just starts walking between all these guys on their knees.
Hang on.
Their arms behind their head. He's like in the center. He's like, you there.
So this guy reaches down, he grabs his gun, he aims to fire at Lancer, and he pulls the trigger, and the gun misfires and fires backwards, and he shoots him straight in the head, and he dies.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I told him not to try nothing funny.
100% Lancer should be in the center since he's about to get buck wild. Lancer's about to get rowdy. Lancer, you're in the center. You walk to the center for that
you're right in the center for this guy, and he is dead.
That works, dude.
I'm gonna put him on the bottom if they're dead, and the top is unconscious.
That works. You see, I told him not to try nothing funny. You see what happens when they try something funny.
They're all immediately laying down with their hands on their head. They're done. They give up. They don't want to get shot in the head by their own gun by this weird magic man.
Anyways, I reach into his pocket and grab the business card out from him.
Roll 20. Roll 20 to see if you cut yourself.
No. Where's the D20? There. That's the D12. Fuck. And roll. That is a 6. I definitely cut myself.
Yep, you cut yourself.
How much damage is it? Hang on, let me look at it real quick. It is...
Hang on.
200.
I just want to check. Was that part of the plan? Was the business card thing?
No.
Or was that just a Jake plan?
Did you? So I put it in the pocket because my immediate thought was one of these guys. I'm gonna get on the ship and I'll be like, 'cause I'm gonna be the distraction.
Yeah.
100%. And I'll be like, hey, you, check your pockets. And then I forgot that I
clocked it. I clocked it in that second where he's like, I'm looking for a specific somebody. I was like, no shot. And he was doing a magic trick. He's like, it's like you pull the card behind his ear. So I expected him to do was like, what's this behind your ear?
Oh, it's your ear.
What's this in your pocket? He shoves his like long hands into this guy's pockets.
Okay. All right.
After the guy accidentally
damage.
After the guy accidentally shoots himself, Kelena's gonna go. Just to play with the bit, he's like, "Oh, it's not fun if you guys don't fight back. Fight back!" And I cast a firebolt into the air. Just like I want to incite. I want them to like fight because I need the distraction.
Okay.
Yes.
Also,
try and fight if you
Specifically,
can.
Lancer.
Yeah, Lancer. Real quick. There's 2 skeletons on you. By the way, while you're doing all this.
Oh, right.
That I forgot about in this whole thing.
Yeah.
And for my 4th magic trick.
They're just like wailing on him, like.
Man, these 2 skeletons.
Well,
these
that's to make a 22 to hit me.
Yeah, 22. Okay. So one of them might hit. One of them won't hit. All right. So yeah, they're just flailing around while you're doing all this. They're trying to hit you, and they're just missing, and you're not even trying. Okay. So
for my 4th trick,
workers.
I want to swing Big Boner's rib at them, both of them, at a wide arc. It's like
just like a cartoonish. It's like a cat in a hat scene. He's like, "For my 4th magic trick," and he pulls out like this cartoonishly large bone from his pocket.
I want to look at one of the guys laying down. And I would be like, "I got a bone to pick with these guys."
I got a bone to pick with these guys.
roll the hit with whatever thing that does. I already forgot because my God, this is a session.
The damage itself is. That was for my fucking hit. Big Boner's rib is a 9 to hit for both of them. But that kind of is 1 hit, like 1 swing or 2 swings.
It depends on how much damage you do because it might if you do enough damage to kill the first skeleton, it'll cleave over to the other one.
Okay. Which one is it, by the way? I think it's the 1d8 plus 4. Hang on, let me make sure. Well, because I don't. Because it says 1d8 plus 4, and then it has the 1d10 plus 4. I think it's the 1d10 plus 4, and then it does the 3d8 plus 12 if I get the thing. Okay. So roll the hit. That's a natural 20.
They're both dead. Both skeletons break apart like Lego characters, and they're dead.
He just swats them away like flies, dude.
Yeah, you hear Bartham at the distance. Is that a skull?
Yeah, just batters up. Just
yeah. All right, both skeletons.
This is just a Lancer session.
Both skeletons are dead. I'm so glad I spent the time for that character sheet to load.
You know, realistically, sadly, there was supposed to be like 50 of them. Realistically,
yeah, but
just Jake Luck. Jake Luck.
Have no clue how I got a 5 on a D100. That's the lowest I've ever gotten.
There are 3 left, Noah. Don't worry about it.
No, they're in the ocean.
It's not all. Yeah,
they can't swim.
They'll be back.
They
can't swim.
Back.
Just they
They can walk.
All right. Anyway, what is
it
happening?
looks like they got some broken bones.
Lancer or Hell's trying to intimidate them or to fight, right?
Yeah,
Lancer's nonchalant intimidating them.
Okay. What's Beau doing?
He's going into the prison quarters to see if he can free any of the prisoners.
Okay, so you can.
They're also, if I recall, the that's where all the stuff is stored, right? The metals. Is
that's at the very bottom. That's like just before the prisoner quarters. It's it's sleeping quarters, prisoner quarters, then storage.
The plan has Beau have the bag of holding, so you can also just rob them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's pretend I have it.
Okay.
Oh no, I would have given it to you. I have it. I would have just given it to you as we were walking onto the boat.
Okay. So you're heading down to the prisoner quarters. So you see people. You see the cloudy-eyed people. They seem to be in a state of just kind of sleep, but not. And they're all shackled to the wall. How are you gonna get the shackles off?
Okay, like, are they in cells or just shackled to the wall?
They're just shackled to the wall. It's just like one arm. It's literally just in case they escape somehow or wake up somehow.
Are they like really skinny? Do they look starved?
Yeah, a lot of them look a bit withered and starved. But they also seem to be somehow preserved as well, so they won't really die of hunger.
Right. But Beau's gonna like look at their eyes, and he's gonna check to see if they can be saved. For one, like, do I roll medicine?
That would be Arcana.
Boris already told us that he's not sure, but there might be a way.
Yeah.
All right.
But also, it would just be better to, like, I don't know, morally to save these, like, corpses, basically.
True. at least give them a burial. Beau would
Yeah, exactly.
definitely-
Like, they should not be here. Period. I think.
16.
16. With your Arcana, it's unclear. You're still not too sure about the whole like soul thing. You just learned about it recently with Manual, and he knows nothing about it, so you haven't learned nothing. But you do know that, library, source of all information, that he might have a way. It's possible. If someone could do this to them man-made, you could probably reverse it man-made.
Okay. All right. Beau decided he's gonna try to save them. First, he's gonna look on the walls. Like, who knows? There could be like a key hanging on the wall. If not, maybe a hammer he could use to break the chains off or something.
Yeah. After
Is
looking
there anything
around,
like that?
you head down to the very bottom of the deck. You see there are some tools down there. There's a hammer. There's some pickaxes. There seems to be like a shipment of tools. So, got plenty of stuff.
Okay.
Why does Beau need something to break him, bro? He's got a shotgun. He's Timothy.
He does, but he
doesn't
has
want- I don't
limited
wanna make too
ammo.
much noise. I also don't.
Well,
I also
There
don't
was
wanna
also
make too
a
much
crack
noise.
of lightning earlier. So,
Oh, what? I didn't even remember that.
you
Yes.
hit a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah. That's my fault. I thought you meant like the storm.
No.
Like from earlier.
Also,
was, like,
no.
coming-
Also, I have unlimited like basic ammo, don't I?
Yeah, because we don't care about ammo tracking as much.
Okay, but like elemental bullets, I'm limited. That's
Well,
fair.
I mean, you bought
sorry.
200 of them, so we'll just say unlimited, because if you run out at some point, no one's really going to keep tracking that. If you want to, you can. I'm not going to.
Fair.
I'll track.
All right. Is there anything else down in near the tools? Like, is this like the storage area too?
Yeah, this is like where all this is the storage, is the bottom area.
Now that Beau knows where the storage area is, he's gonna go back to the prisoners and he's just gonna work on getting them freed. Starting with one, he grabs a shotgun, aims it point blank at one of the chains, and shoots it. Does
Okay.
it break? Okay.
We'll say
he's
yeah, it
like-
breaks. Yeah.
Okay, and he'll do that with the other chains. First things first, he's gonna free everyone there before he starts carrying people off the ship.
Okay. So
And,
while you're doing
yeah.
that, Kelenar. So
Yeah, I'm
Just
I'm
as
making
y'all-
my way to the captain's quarters.
just as everyone, you split off from Beau, you head to the captain quarters, and you immediately walk in. The captain seems to be sound asleep, and the first mate seems to just be like groggily waking up. It's like, did we get too close to the storm? I told him to stay far away from that thing. He's just kind of like rubbing his eyes. He's groggy. He hasn't seemed to notice you yet.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put my hand on his skull, and I'm just gonna do my cantrip shocking grasp.
Oh no! Here comes a lightning bolt.
All right.
Oh no, we're
What's
really in the
that?
storm now, the thick of it. Oh,
What's
sorry,
the
I need to
shocking
make sure
grasp?
It wasn't a crit. Just 17 damage.
What's it to hit?
So 20, dirty 20, I think. Let me
Okay,
check.
yeah,
I
that
rolled
hits.
it, but
Yeah.
yeah, dirty 20.
Okay. And how much damage was it? 16?
Just 17.
17. Okay.
Lightning. Yeah.
All
Time
right.
to see if this guy's worthy enough of an actual spell slot. Also, by the way, non-lethal.
All
I'm
right.
just trying to make him pass out.
Yeah, so you shock him, and he seems to just like jolt away. He's like, "What? Who are you? Are you? What are you doing on the ship? What happened? What you shocking grasping? What? He seems to be getting more flustered
Yep,
as he's standing
and I
up.
do it again.
Okay.
And I do it again.
And I'll do it.
This time it's 24 to hit.
24 to hit hits.
Only 10 damage this time.
10 damage. All right.
Yeah.
He's just like, stop it, Captain, wake up, Captain. Captain is sound asleep.
Oh,
by the way.
yeah. This is a robbery. Shocking grasp again.
Okay. All right, this is your last shocking grasp before initiative.
I want a natural 20. I want to hit another one that's nasty. Oh, this one's Garbo, 16.
Doesn't hit. He dodges just
No,
away
sorry.
from...
No. That was 16 damage.
Oh,
This was a 23 to hit.
okay, well.
24.
Okay.
Was it 24?
So,
Yeah, it was 23. Oh, no, it was 23. Oh, it was the previous one. Was
I have a
23.
plus 10. I have a plus 10 to hit. It's pretty likely.
I got a question, Noah.
what up?
Can I do one more magic trick?
What?
Can I do one more magic trick?
Sure, why not?
Because Lancer at this point in time is still on the ship, like on the deck, talking to these guys.
Why is there a 99 initiative? Oh, that's from forever ago. Okay, yeah, what are you doing?
No. For my next trick, let's see. I want to look for the scaredest looking guy ever. Like the scaredest looking guy on the ship currently.
You find a mirror.
All right,
Deep
so
introspect and pursuit.
you're looking through all these. Also, everyone, give me your initiative. You're looking through all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
random guys, and
That's,
none of them look
18.
scary.
No, not scary. Scared, like the most feared.
Oh,
like,
Wow.
take your pick.
like shaking, quivering. Okay.
Take your pick. What'd you get on initiative, Jake?
I,
Hang on, real quick.
18.
Okay, real quick. We'll do initiative before moving forward. Kieran.
Oh boy, let's see. Let's see.
despite having advantage, I rolled a 1 and then a 5.
Beautiful.
So I got a 5.
Beautiful. Kelenar.
I got a 21.
I only have to move you down 1. Great. Why are there 2 of you? Oh, one of you is an old one. Yeah,
This
everyone.
music.
Yeah, I can barely hear it.
Climactic.
This magic
very
is
climactic
wild,
for us.
dude. This magic trick going hard.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the last magic trick, Jake? I want to know.
Yeah, what's your last
Alright,
magic trick?
so-
So we're done with the initiative order. Yeah, what's up?
Okay. So before we fully go into initiative, let's see. For my next magic trick, let's see. I'm gonna need a volunteer. Come on now, don't all raise your
Grabs a
hand at
random guy
once.
by his arm, just like raises him up.
Hey, there we go.
No, they're all laying down. I presume yes. They're all like laying
Yeah,
down.
they're
with their
all
hands on their head.
they're all laying down. So you just reach down and
Let's
grab
see.
one guy.
I'm gonna grab the guy by his neck and pick him up and put him like standing up.
Ah!
Oh, you will do just fine. Oh boy, let's see here. For my next magic trick, everybody watch. It's gonna be really nice and funny. You good sir, what's your name?
Watch as I make his head disappear.
No. You see what I'm gonna do? Here, just shake my hand.
Okay. He shakes your hands. It's very sweaty.
As soon as he shakes my hand, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
Okay.
He's just floating in the air.
No, it's a paralyzed spell.
Okay, so like
So,
a wisdom, whatever.
So it's a Wisdom saving throw of 14, which I would say
6.
is with disadvantage. Okay, perfect. So as soon as he shakes my hand, I'm gonna say, "And freeze!" And so he's paralyzed,
Yep.
and I'm gonna be like, "And now watch this!" And so he's paralyzed, cannot move. I'm guessing his joints are locked.
Kind
Where
of,
he
yeah.
is?
We'll just say yeah.
I wanna pick him up by his hand and just raise him above my head. Oh, look at this!
Is there a possibility
it
that
as
his
a
hand?
weapon,
I think
too.
there's a possibility his hand breaks because he's not strong. His hand breaks and
Oh,
he is.
you can-
Oh,
You
That's so
hear it. You
unfortunate.
hear the bones start to snap, but since he's frozen, you just hear it like slowly breaking this way as if he's trying to fall, but he can't because he's frozen.
Ooh.
Whoops! And I'm gonna throw him overboard.
All right, and without a scream, he is thrown overboard.
That's so
I'm
I
gonna
would like
put
to
him.
argue. I would like to argue when he hits the water, he'll take a damage, and then like you get another saving throw, right? It's like when you hit concrete.
All right,
I mean,
I mean,
depends how he hits
he
it.
is dead.
No,
he
he's
is
a
dead.
humanoid.
He is dead. He is dead. He is
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
He is dead.
That's probably for the
That's
best.
what I didn't want. That's what I didn't want.
All
I
right,
don't want people to
2
die. I'm
deaths.
here-
2 deaths.
May I
2
mention
deaths.
one of them wasn't our fault. One of them wasn't our fault.
It was your fault, actually. You're the one who said he pulled the gun.
Yeah, but I didn't say he shot himself in the skull.
Well, then the dice tell a story. It was a nat 1.
Name one gun that shoots backwards.
A broken gun.
Fired.
I can show you a
A
picture.
horribly broken gun. This guy was poor. He couldn't get a good
Hey,
one.
you show me that picture of Looney Tunes where the gun's like pointing back at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Actually, no,
at mid-fire, Lancer was like, "Nope," and pointed the gun towards him. No, he bent
Actually,
the barrel.
there is one gun in history where they try to make a revolver, but it acts as a rifle. And what happened is like all the bullets in it would fire at once, and all the gunpowder like fire back on the user, and it'll scald them. That was like the closest time in actual human history where that happened. I
Nice.
can think of anyway.
All right, Chase, you're
Anyway, go
up first. You're up first in initiative.
So you said he just looks a little shocked. He's not like super hurt looking.
Yeah, no, he does look a little bit hurt, but more like he can take a bit more.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Okay.
I just used the spell. I won't use Ringland's Resting yet. And I'm gonna just like smack him in the face with my hand and shock and grasp him. Does a 12 hit?
Nope, 12 does not hit.
Oh, tragic. Wait, let me check really quick. Haste. Make sure he doesn't add anything. It gains an additional action on each turns, but my action's already been used. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I have +2 to AC, so my AC is 18 right now.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
All right, I'm good.
Okay.
No, I've used an action. Two
Why is
actions.
it not
Down
sorted
to
properly? Hang on. Okay, well now next up is Lancer.
So
I only see me, the captain, and Beau. By the way.
Oh,
Well, Beau
that's weird.
was in. I thought Beau was.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Oh,
you're all
on the
everyone.
turn order.
Yeah, everyone's in initiative order, so yeah, we're just gonna do
Okay.
things in order. I'm gonna say
so
I'm gonna say it takes like 4 rounds for Beau to free all the prisoners, like a quarter of the boat at each round. So, and Lancer, whatever you're doing, whatever magic tricks. I have no clue.
Whatever you're
I-
doing,
I have
idiot.
no clue
I
what
want-
you're doing.
I want to entirely just
Slowly
make
pick
them
these guys
fear
off.
me.
It's already
I
done.
want to make them.
They're already
They
terrified.
already fear me.
They're already terrified from the first 5
He's
seconds
trying
you've
to
been
use
on
his
this
aura,
boat.
He's trying to use his aura so they can't move.
They
Yeah,
already.
so none of them can move currently.
No, they're all shocked with fear.
Yeah, but he
All
wants to know if they
frightened?
actually have the actual frightened condition.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have the frightened condition.
Okay, so while I'm conscious, all frightened creatures within 10 feet of me have their speed reduced to 0 and take 5 psychic damage at the start of their turn.
Cool.
For 1. For 2,
We'll just say they
I
take
would
psychic
like
damage on
to-
your turn because they're not in initiative. Okay.
Remember,
yeah.
we don't want to kill them all. Declare non-lethal.
Non-lethal fear.
I don't know if I can do that, but
You can.
okay.
You can just say at any point, my damage is not going to kill anyone.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just a thing you can do.
The shotgun to the face is not gonna kill him.
I will knock them unconscious, but
Okay.
I definitely killed the first 2 guys. Or the
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they're
that's
definitely
fine.
dead. They're dead.
It was
Alright.
unavoidable, really.
2 casualties of war.
So
Only 2 is like kind of good for us.
You see,
So-
that's actually a lot of people. Okay.
yeah. And the entire time I'm gonna be walking around the ship, just in a circle around everybody, just.
Oh, that
talking to
makes
them,
it easy for me.
as I'm doing this. Yes.
You can click his token and add an aura to it.
Yeah.
So click the token, press settings, and then scroll down to aura, and you can choose a radius, and then you would get a circle.
Oh, nice.
Token settings.
Cool.
Yes. So. No. Okay.
Okay.
I
So-
want to use my action to charge the shovel of hope.
Okay.
And then I want a bonus action. I want to cast. Ooh, do I want to do that or do I want to do that one?
That's a good question.
Good question.
I want to cast Blinding Smite. And I'm going to start making my way towards the captain's quarters as I'm doing this. So I will cast both Thunderous Smite and use my action to charge my Shovel of Hope as I'm heading that way.
100 bandits versus 1 gorilla? I mean, Lancer? Who wins?
Lancer. Okay. So
I have 40 feet of movement, and so that'll put me right about there. All right. Boom. All right, and that's where I'll end my turn.
okay. So yep. Next up is the first mate.
He protects a lot of opportunities there.
They're
Yeah,
terrified.
try me.
They're terrified.
Try and attack.
You know what? Wisdom saving throw to see if they do.
Oh,
Nope.
my just died. Whoops.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I mean, he's the person I have to attack, so I'm gonna give him a few seconds. So this guy is going to reach over to his nightstand. He's gonna pick up his dagger, and he's gonna swing at you. That is a 22
He really
to
is
hit.
a Black Knife Assassin.
22 to hit. My
22.
current AC is 18. I'm going to...
22.
22? Okay,
Yep.
well, I'll just cast shield. in reaction. So it doesn't hit.
Boink.
Doesn't hit.
It bounces right
I
off.
just kind of flick my hand to the side and yeah.
All right. So
Parry.
with his second attack, he's going to once again try the dagger. He should stop trying the dagger. That's
My
an
AC
18.
still.
Yep.
Yeah, my AC still too
Yeah.
high.
All right. So he misses those. Let's see. Bonus action. Bonus action. Can he do anything?
I'm gonna mess up his private and make
All
fun
right.
of him. They're gonna be mean.
So you're going to watch. Actually, give me a perception check.
I'm so perceptive. You don't even understand how perceptive I am. Just an 8. 3 plus
All right.
5.
So you have your eyes directly on him, and you see as he seems to like flick his cape behind him, and he vanishes from thin air.
Bro, he has a
Black Knife Assassin.
invisibility.
All right, and
Okay, buddy.
he disappears, and that
Like
is
the
it for his
Duchess.
turn. That is Beau's turn. So are you just going to keep freeing prisoners and storing stuff in the meantime?
Yeah. And first he's gonna free all the prisoners. He's gonna break their shackles, and he's gonna try to take them off the boat and onto their boat one by one, if that's
Okay.
even possible.
So
You can just load them up on my floating discs if you want.
Oh, yeah,
They can hold 500 pounds.
On the floating disc, because I imagine each of them are not very heavy.
Okay.
You said they were already kind of starved. They weren't
yeah,
like super
they're
starved,
kind of
like-
starved.
They're like
They're similar.
scarily light.
Yeah, they're also similar to how Lancer was, where he's like preserved to where he doesn't need to eat anymore. So they were starved beforehand.
Okay.
So, so you're gonna do that. We'll say, I guess just give me a dexterity check, just a base dexterity check to see how much of these guys you can get on the discs, like back and forth. See how fast you are, because that's all
Okay,
you're focusing on.
let's see here. My dexterity is a +0. Wish me
Perfect.
luck, boys. 13.
13.
That's not
Okay,
terrible.
we'll say that I'll stick with my initial thing. You'll just get a quarter of them back on the discs and back over to the other ship, and then disc come back. So you get like a quarter of the boat. So
Okay.
and that's it for your turn.
Wait, how many are there total?
I don't have an exact number, but it's like pretty much the entire like just lining the wall of this second
There's
floor.
A lot of them. That's
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
a lot of them, but you have a quarter of the ship at least.
Okay, cool.
And we're back up to Kelenar.
All right. I'm gonna just kind of like laugh to myself about the captain. Like, okay, buddy, sure. I'm like hiding, whatever. And I'm going to continue to just use cantrips and slap his first mate.
Okay.
Like I'm actually being 17.
You don't know where he is. He vanished.
No. I'm hitting the first mate.
That is the first
You
mate
mean the
vanished.
captain,
The
that's
captain,
his-
the captain is still sound
So you
asleep.
were fighting the first mate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first mate right there.
Yes.
No, but
Oh,
he's
okay.
invisible.
Okay. Yeah. How about this, buddy? I'm going to just. Sure. I'm going to cast Storm Sphere. And a
Okay.
20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence, centered on a point you choose within the range. The sphere remains for the spell's duration. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears on that spell, ends its turn there. Starts its turn. Or sorry. When it appears or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere towards one creature.
Okay.
So that's going to cast. Is he within the 20-foot radius surrounding me?
Yeah, he's still in this room.
Okay.
has not
Also,
gotten too much
it's
far.
a
Or too much for whatever.
this is a evocation spell, so I can make 2 safety bubbles.
Mhm.
It will not hit me or the captain.
Okay.
But well, actually, it can hit the captain. I don't care about hitting the captain. He's gonna wake up from this anyways. But yeah, so he's gonna take 2. Yeah, well, he has to make a strength save. Yeah. Strength
you
save
said-
of 20.
You said you're fine.
He's
You're fine with
asleep.
hitting the captain.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
He's not gonna die.
So
I'm
strength
just gonna kill
saving
his first
throw.
mate pretty quick. Yes, of 20. I think. Yeah.
Okay. The captain is fine. The first mate is not.
All right. So that's gonna hit him, right?
Yeah, it's gonna hit the first mate, but not the captain.
Okay. Is it gonna make him visible, right? Or that's I guess that was my question.
We'll say you'll know where he is because he's been struck by your lightning.
Oh, well, no,
but
the
he'll-
lightning is a second thing. That's like it's like things getting kicked up and picked up and thrown around the room.
Okay, yeah, he'll have like he'll like the dust will be kicked up and it'll be like caked onto him, so he'll have a layer of dust. You'll essentially be able to see him.
Second. It's been a while since I played this game.
Yes, Kieran.
Okay.
What?
You were squinting.
Oh, nothing. I don't know why. I didn't realize I was squinting, honestly.
Oh, okay. You're just
Nothing's
pondering.
going on.
Did he
Yeah,
take this 2d6?
I did not realize I was squinting.
Okay. 2d6.
No, did he take 2d6 or do you need me to roll it?
I mean, I can roll it. I got 2 dice right here. That's a 1 and a 1.
That's all right.
Wow.
Because I'm about to use my bonus action. It's gonna make a bolt of lightning. I have advantage on the roll to hit. So does 14 probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
Does a 29 hit?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, 1 second. I get 46 lightning damage. And he also has, by the way, he has disadvantage on wisdom saving or perception checks. I'm gonna roll 46 really quick. This is also a bonus action, and I have one more action.
Okay.
So 14 damage.
14 damage.
I'm going to then again walk up to him. I'm gonna pimp slap him with a shocking grasp.
All right.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20, yeah, that hits.
7 damage.
Wow. All right.
It's all right. I mean, he should be pretty low by now. You already said he was kind of iffy.
Hang on. Let me do some math.
Add an extra 0 to that health bar.
He is not half health. He is not looking bloodied.
Oh, okay. Then I can gain decent spells on him. All right, that was both my actions.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and if he ends his turn, by the way, here he takes a 2d6.
Okay.
Here, I will make the 20-foot sphere on myself.
Got it.
But yeah, I had my turn there.
Okay. We'll say he moved about here-ish. He was trying to get to the captain. Lancer. Yeah,
I just slapped him.
All right, so
Oh, the captain wasn't even in the circle. That's fine. He's safe.
Where's the captain at?
He's on the other side of the room. He's like over here-ish.
Oh, okay. Is there a token for him or no?
No, I just haven't put it on the screen for some reason. I can though.
Okay, that's why I thought he was the captain. I was like, oh, the private mate's like
No. Sorry.
not important enough to have his own token.
There we go.
That's why was my misunderstanding. Sorry. Probably didn't help that I lost my headphones for like 3 seconds.
You're good. All right. Captain is there. He blends in with the other first mates. You just have to zoom in to see him.
yeah, I see him. So Lancer is going to, as he's walking into the captain's quarters, he's gonna say to all the crew members, "For my 5th magic trick, 4 have entered.
Hang on, Lancer.
Only 3 will return."
Lancer, you hear from the air, like you see some like dust floating in the air. What did this guy go from?
Wait, what?
Just the invisible guy.
Yeah, as I'm walking into the captain's quarters.
Yeah, the invisible guy.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
So, because I want to walk in and I want to see him, and I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay.
He also lends to safe. He doesn't take damage.
Hey,
He is a
there's a bunch of bugs here.
So I'm gonna walk in, as I said that to the crew, and I'm immediately gonna do 2 things. One, I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this correctly. I have charged the Shovel of Hope. I have casted Thunderous Smite upon myself for the next melee attack to do an extra 2d6 thunder damage. And then I'm going to make sure I do it correctly. And then I'm also going to Divine Smite.
Okay.
So, alright. So for my first attack...
Hang on,
because I have...
Is this lethal or non-lethal?
On this guy, definitely lethal.
Alright.
Are you thinking he's a problem? I've just used cantrips on him this entire time. He's almost half health.
But he's not yet.
I don't know this. Lancer doesn't know this. So I can attack twice, no matter if I'm raging or not. So I'm gonna swing my first attack with the Shovel of Hope. And if I remember correctly, it is charged. The wielder of this blade can use their action to charge the blade as long as they are still standing. On the wielder's next turn, they will be able to roll double the usual dice and reach twice as far. So Hang on. So, wait, can I do that?
By the way, no, even if he tries to use his cloak again, I can still see him, right?
Well, yeah, he still has his cloak activated, but he just has so much dust on him from the lightning storm. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I have a
useless.
spell called Mind Spike, and it just lets me know where he is.
Yeah, so his cloak is
And it does
useless,
damage.
but yeah, you can see him.
You should definitely give me an opportunity attack. It'd be really funny.
Why?
No reason.
You can have an
Why not?
opportunity to attack a Lancer. I'll freely get that one.
Well, I can't use opportunity attack on him. He hasn't left my range.
No, but I'm allowing
Wait,
it.
you could use it. Wait,
Mm.
Chase, just do that lightning sphere
Damn.
thing again. Use it on Lancers
Okay,
so you
that's
attack
fine.
the crewmate too.
Well,
That's
the
fine,
lightning
that's
sphere
fine.
thing is still going.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Active
Catch
right
that
Wait,
number.
hang on. Is that the guys
So-
above on the above the captain's quarters as well?
No,
Okay.
it's like confined in a room. It doesn't go through all. Of them.
Okay. I thought it went through walls. Okay.
So I'm gonna
It's
swing
like, yeah, it's like a
on.
hurricane, like a minimized hurricane.
Okay.
Is how I think of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing on the guy.
Swinging. Is that less than a 10?
This is AC 10.
Is that less than a... I'm just trying to discern Jake's face. Is that a 1?
What happened? Did you get a nat 20?
It's a 1?
Not one.
Okay. I have no clue what the repercussions would be. Because I don't want you to
You
just
should
hit...
hit me.
I was gonna say that, but that sounds boring. Yeah, you just hit Kel.
I was just gonna cast a shield so it doesn't hit me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I want something funny to happen. You know
Cuts
what?
off his
He
other
swings
arm.
his fist so hard his other arm comes off.
Actually, yeah. No, here's what happens. So,
No.
Jake,
Whoa.
Jake, you swing your shovel,
He knocks
and
himself.
your
He knocks himself.
no, and your grip is just a little loose, and you
No,
send
okay,
your
no,
shovel,
I would argue it's funny.
and you send your shovel through the wall somewhere towards your boat. So you've lost your shovel.
So
I would
it
argue.
went flying
Funny
towards
thing
our
would not hurt
boat.
himself.
Yeah, it went. You
He just
can.
scared all these guys.
It
and
like
not
broke.
himself.
It broke through this wall here, and it just went flying
Yep.
that way. And you know your boat is that way, so you're hoping it's on your boat.
Roger. Okay. So it didn't hit
Nope, and you lost your shovel.
for my second attack. Which is fine. This is fine. For my second attack,
I lose my other weapon.
which I still.
I lose my other arm.
This time I cut it off.
For my second attack, I will use thoughts.
Hmm.
And I will swing. Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
All right. So let me add up everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus another 37 damage of Divine Smite.
So that's 40 plus 37.
Wait, do we 70
Yes.
damage?
Okay. Anything else? Anything else you would like to order, sir? Your bill's already pretty high.
I would like a Pepsi.
So what happens is I throw my shovel through the wall. Intimidation tactic.
Is Pepsi
And then it was a distraction is what it was. And then I swing my mighty fist of God down on this guy.
All right. Pick a limb.
His head.
That's an attachment. That's
not-
not a limb.
That's not
Okay.
a limb.
I guess like I guess I would swing to the right, like you know in anime when like you swing to the right and you hit like their arm and their entire body just like.
All right. So what happens is you swing to hit his an arm, whichever one, and his left arm, and you completely tear through it. His arm falls to the ground, and his ribs crack.
Oh!
You did.
Oh!
He is now significantly below half health. Anyway, next is
It
him.
might as well be lethal.
He's gonna surrender.
Oh, what you gonna do, little boy? What you gonna do?
He's gonna just fall to his knees and accept his
Like an
fate.
actual truck.
He's gonna accept his
Cool,
fate, and he's gonna pass his turn. He is now frightened. He takes an extra 5
Cool.
damage.
You're getting robbed. I'm just gonna. Can we just say that I continued using cantrip on him until he passes out? I'll shock his face until he passes out.
Yeah, he passes out. We'll just say he's passed out. He's down.
Perfect.
All right, technically out of initiative, but yeah.
All right.
Beau's gone.
Uh,
Alright, so once again, we're technically out of combat. We're going to stay with the initiative on the board in case anything happens. But, yeah. So, yeah, one passed out guy.
My where I should be gone.
Beau, we'll say Beau has about 3/4 of the ship done. He's almost done.
yeah. Oh yeah. Beau's good at this job.
Nice pivot hand.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go up to the captain. Is he still sleeping?
The captain is very much asleep. You see that there are several bottles at the feet of his bed. He seems to be passed out drunk.
Cool. Since he's asleep, that means he just automatically fails the saving throw that I'm about to do on him.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast polymorph.
All
I'm
right.
turning him into a gecko. I'm gonna
All right.
pick up the gecko.
He's a gecko.
I'm just gonna grab him by his neck. I'm just gonna hold it like this.
Sleepy gecko.
And then I'm gonna sit down Junior, and I'm gonna open up Junior and
Wait,
get the
take his daggers. Take his daggers.
He's already a gecko. He's already gone.
Oh wait, no, you're a good point. I cancel the spell. He wakes back up. I strip him naked.
All right.
I cast polymorph on him again. Now, are you happy?
Let me.
Is this what you wanted from me?
I didn't say to grab the daggers. He doesn't wake up. That's a 3 and a 2. What in the
I thought they
world?
were also on his nightstand.
No, he had those. He had those still on his hip. The hat was on the nightstand.
Well, no, actually, I do need to strip him.
Okay.
Yeah, I strip him naked. He's passed
Alright,
out.
cool.
I cast polymorph on him again. I now have all of his clothes and his knives.
Cool. All right. So, what you can add to your inventory? Are you keeping these? If you're not, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna. Okay.
We're robbing them.
Okay. So you get 2 9-life Stealer dagger and Void Walker armor.
9 live stealer dagger.
Yep.
Add to equipment. And you said
get-
Void Walker armor.
Yeah. You get 2 9-life Stealer dagger and a Void Walker armor. And that's all he had in his inventory.
Mr. DM.
And there's also a tricorn hat up for grabs. Yes.
The hat will be for Beau, obviously. I'm gonna grab the hat and bring it to Mr. Medicine Man. Can I do a little something while Kelenar is doing this?
Yes.
So first thing I would like to do is I would like to grab the hat
Mhm.
and walk out of the dorm. And as I walk out of the door, I would like to look at all the crew that is on the ground. Now it's like, you're lucky.
If only they saw Lancer nut himself. He couldn't be so cocky.
You're lucky. It seems I was right with my magic, and only 3 are walking out. Well, 2 are walking, and 1 is getting dragged out, and I want to drag the other guy out of the room,
The first mate.
and the first mate, because he's bloodied and hurt,
He's very
and I
bloody.
want
He's
to put
missing
him
an arm.
next to everybody.
His ribs are broken, dude.
Mhm.
Next to the other guys, and it's like, here's your first guy, and just throw him at them. It's like, just let him roll.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna take the captain's hat, and I'm just like, oh, and the captain, oh well, you know where he is. And then I'm gonna walk down, hand the hat to Beau as I pass him.
So, I already have one. You can have it.
Oh no, it's for you.
Alright.
And grab one of the gun barrels.
Mhm. Barrels are full of
And
guns.
as I'm walking, gunpowder barrels. And as I'm walking upstairs, start pouring it out as I'm walking upstairs, making a trail all the way upstairs to the top,
Okay.
humming us a nice little tune.
We are setting it on fire, right?
That's the whole
Yeah.
point. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, just making sure. Whistle while you work.
Yep.
Also, Did Beau save all the prisoners yet?
Yeah, well, just go ahead and say you have all the prisoners. You have about a quarter. You have about a half of the treasure.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah, I pull out the simulacrum out of Junior, and I put Junior back on my between my arms, and I'm going to hand the fake captain all his clothes, and I hand him a bunch of the sending scrolls, and then I put him in a drawer and I say, "Hey, remember these are here." And I'm gonna grab him by his collar of his newly clothed. I'm gonna walk out in front of all the sailors.
The crew.
And say,
Yep.
Yeah, and that's right. Tell your boss that Kelenar Valya is back, and I'm gonna shove him off. He's gonna fall 5 feet.
okay.
I'm gonna whisper pretending passed out.
Okay. So the guy, while he's falling, he's just like, and falls back. Like I said.
That was weak, Kelenar. You got to do it with more enthusiasm and power to your voice.
Lancer, let's go.
Yeah. I'm not finished yet.
Did you get everything from down all their loot, Beau?
I got over half of it, and quite
see-
honestly,
I know this doesn't get all of it.
You see Lancer run down,
think
and then you
we
see Junior run down. You hear eating sounds, and he runs back up. He's like,
he coughs
Cool.
up like a gold bar, and he eats it back up.
"Yep."
You guys have been robbed. Peace out. And I'm gonna just
You've been
hop
a
on.
wonderful audience.
Wait a second, Mr. Magic Man. Will you do me one quiet favor and set this little stick on fire for me?
I can just do it when we're back on our boat.
Okay, no point in doing it if I'm not here standing.
You want to be blown up with it.
It's not gonna blow. It's just gonna catch fire.
Well, yeah, no, I could just do it. I have a fireball spell. I could just.
No, just light it on fire. It's called presentation.
How's it going over there?
Because I'm just gonna touch it.
Guys, how's it going?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna just pinch
Okay.
the tip of it, and it's gonna just catch on fire.
And then
I'm
return
going
back to the crew. And while y'all leave, I can swim back. It's fine.
I could just leave you the disc.
That works
The
too.
disc. Yeah, and I'm just gonna use my shape water and to make 2 things of ice and carry me boat back. It was all the rescued prisoners.
It was. Today will be the day that y'all will remember. You almost, not quite, were defeated by laser shard.
And light the ship on fire. And jump onto the disc, and we're gonna try away.
All right. So you'll hop back on. The ship quickly catches in flames. You see everyone running around trying to fix it all, and
Non-lethal fire, by the way.
you don't have a choice anymore. And you'll sail away with 2 casualties. Yeah.
I think that went pretty well, guys.
Really wish the captain woke up, but whatever.
Mr.
I'll roll good
Mr.
one
DM,
day.
I got a question.
Yes, Lancer.
I need to roll something. Is my shovel on the ship? Do I roll something for that?
Roll investigation to see if there's a shovel-sized hole.
Also, no, what's the name of the crew of the green kobold again?
Bartham.
Alright,
It is a
Bo's gonna walk up
13.
to Bartham, and he's gonna give him the tricorn hat Lancer gave him and said, "Here." He just puts it on his head and pats it on. Like, there.
Oh,
There you have a hat.
thanks. And Beau, as you set it on his hat, you see that it is a +10 to anything pirate related.
You know what? He needs it more than I do.
Okay.
He does. He needs more than I do.
All right. So
He really needs it.
he has the hat now. I can close all of these. I'm gonna keep that one open. I can close all these tabs. All right.
Keep the captain open because I have half of his. I have his stat sheet now. It's mine.
Yeah, you'll have. Isn't it exactly half?
No, it's half his health and then everything else is the same. And he can't regain health unless I repair him personally.
Okay, but he doesn't
And he can't
have.
regain spell slots.
He doesn't have. You took the knives and armor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And all of his clothing, except his underwear.
Well, no, I put it on the simulacrum.
Oh, yeah.
I swapped their clothes.
Oh, even the weapon and armor?
No, I kept the weapon and armor. We robbed him. Remember?
All right. Cool. So you have
It's
that.
really weird if
and
2 of
the
us
loudness.
walked in the captain's quarter and didn't take anything.
He left the undergarments on him. I rolled a 13, by the way, of investigation, Noah.
All right, so
Gone forever.
so since it's not as big of a ship, you run around and you get down to Sam. He says, "Ah, Lancer, I have a shovel on sale now. I found it.
Oh, god damn
It just
it!
fell out of the sky.
I didn't even have to dredge for it. It
Fell
just
straight out of the sky.
it flew straight into my cranium."
I'm gonna run up to Junior. Junior, excuse me, will you spit out some of the money that you robbed from those guys? Some of the gold?
3 gold bars hit you in the face.
Thank you. And I run back down to Sam.
Lance, have you seen my gold bars anywhere?
No.
Ah,
I haven't seen them.
have you decided what magic item you shall trade for your shovel?
Magic item? I thought you wanted gold.
Money is useless.
I know. I could have sworn last time I came down here it was
Brother.
gold.
Oh, your bag. Right. That was a very
That's canon. That's canon.
Samuel's glitching again.
those are very different circumstances.
That was the most robotic thing you've ever done.
Thank you. Those were very different circumstances,
screen.
Lancer shot.
Okay, so I need to trade you something.
A
for
magic
myself,
item
a
for magic item. Yes.
Okay, I will trade you Iridescent's ring for.
That's a crazy trade, brother. You can make the shovel with iridescent.
No tradesies, backsies.
Nope.
And he takes it.
Alright, so I'm removing Iridescent's ring from my.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you that ring because it'd be way better in your hands, and you did nothing with it.
I've never used it.
Sam puts
It's
it.
crazy good.
Sam puts it on his hand.
That's not true. He does something with it.
Sam
He
is now
traded it for
wearing.
a shovel.
Sam is now wearing the ring.
Is it? He's not even gonna sell it.
Ah, accessorizing.
Jake, you can make a better version of the shovel.
Nope.
No
Where this
traces,
ring has the
backsies.
ability to summon up to 6 items at a time. If the wearer summons a weapon, it does the base D&D damage, weapon damage, plus 2d12 radiant damage. The wearer also has the ability to cause the summon weapon item to explode, causing 40-10 force damage.
Nope.
You could have made a better shovel.
Don't need it. Right. Anyways, with the gold that I do have, I do want to buy what I can buy from Sam that he had of mine.
You already bought it all back last session.
I did.
Yep. You gave whatever
I
was
don't
remaining
remember.
back
It's been a hot
to.
minute.
You gave it all back to Kill.
Yeah.
After you were done buying everything.
Grudge. Atlanta, so I walk back up to the ship and hand the rest of the gold to the Kelenar, and he's like, I found this down by Sam.
Found the gold bars by
Gold
Sam.
bar.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah. I found them by Sam.
what are y'all doing after watching or as this ship burns down in the distance?
Well, first we should probably go back to Port Gold and get manual fixed.
Well, I was thinking we'd follow the storm ship now, because we could fix manual on our own, if I remember.
I think I'd rather get it done by a professional just in case we mess up.
But we have plenty of stuff to work with.
I guess.
Well, I mean that's not a bad idea, but I did no opinion because I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, it's entirely up to you. You'll have 9 cubes of Indinium, which the cubes itself are about enough to make. We'll just go ahead and say 9. So you have 9 times 9 worth of Indinium chips to make to mess up.
Level 81.
Yep. I'm not good at math. Also, surprisingly, it's impossible to Google how much gold is in a crate.
We'll look up a
Wonder
crate,
why.
and then you can just get the dimensions, and you can just see how much gold that is.
I'm trying. I looked up
Do
how much.
something at
I looked up how many gold bars can fit in a 10x10 crate, and there's nothing. You know what?
Well, gold bars vary.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
So that's a 10. That's just 100 square feet of, or well, it'd be cubic actually. So it'd be 10 by 10 times 10. So it'd be 1,000 square feet of gold, and then you just look up how much gold weighs per square foot, and then you just convert that to money.
All right. What are y'all doing? Y'all getting to work on?
I think, yeah, I think I'm just. I think I tell. Well, Bartham's gonna be with me messing with manual. I think I think we should set the ship sail to the
Also-
storm. Yes, no.
Sure, yeah, if y'all want. Also, I think
yeah.
Jake said he gives us a gold to Kelenar, right?
I
Yeah.
think so. Something like
Okay,
that.
so Kelenar and Beau, y'all can each have 30,000 gold added to your inventory.
Oh, baby.
Yep. Plus however much the Indinium is worth. So, well, actually, hang on. It's, hang on, Jake is texting me. Sag. Yeah, well, cry about it. Hang on.
Yeah, Jake is regretting giving us both 30,000
Also,
gold each.
y'all have 324,000 gold worth of Indinium.
Well, some of it's going to be used to fix manual.
Yeah, I know, but as of right now, you have 324,000 gold worth of Indinium. So.
All right.
Yeah, we're good. I think we're gonna. I think we try to craft 3 CPUs for him, and if we mess up on that, we can get a professor.
Okay.
Professional.
Okay. So, I'm guessing with, are you getting Sam to help at all?
Get Bartham or Sam? Did you say? I can't. Sorry, I was reading something.
Sam.
Yeah, I guess I could have Sam help.
Okay.
Also, I do think we should keep the Indinium just in case.
So you want me to roll? What do you want me to roll to see?
We'll say you can roll.
Arcana, I would imagine.
Can
Well,
Beau
no,
just be
because
like-
it's kind of a lack of magic, so you're more so just kind of trying to make the same shape. That's pretty much it.
Would that be survival, animal handling, sleight of hand?
Let's do survival.
There's nothing really for crafting. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's just do survival because yeah, sure, why not?
Can I
13.
give him guidance while he's doing this?
Yeah.
Like Beau's just there with his hand on his shoulder.
That's a D4, right?
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
Sam advantage because now he has access to all these tools. Nah, it didn't change much.
I got 14 on mine.
Sam also got a 14, so y'all will go. The first one doesn't quite fit. You cut off a bit more. The second one, you do a bit better, and by the third one, you do get what seems to be about the same thing. It looks the same as the one y'all had, but it looks, whole. Looks like it could fit.
Not fried.
Yeah.
All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna just slowly and steadily lower it into the socket for manual
All right, you put it in,
guidance.
and it seems to fit.
All right, and I flip the switch.
All right. So
Okay,
you insert the soul. It seems to take it. It seems to be sitting in there. It doesn't immediately reject it. Manual does not wake up. You see that slowly these wires under his metal body are slowly lighting up. So he might wake up soon, but it's gonna take a bit.
Okay.
Powering on. Cool. That's fine with me. Yeah. So I mean, we don't need to go anywhere else. I think we're good to follow that source ship, Beau, and then we could plan from there.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So, Jake, while you have your phone, is there anything you want to do before y'all start heading there?
I kill Lancer.
He can't argue, so he can't fight back. Yeah, Lancer's dead.
I don't hear a no.
Yep. Yeah.
It's so crazy how that happens.
Anything y'all two want to do?
No, I think we're good. I don't have any big plans anymore.
I don't know. Unless Kelenar's willing to speak to Beau or something like that, I think we're good.
I put our new prisoner, in a cell somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Do we have a prisoner hold?
No.
Oh yeah. Beau's gonna try to get it to the library to see if he can figure out how to bring these people back.
Okay.
Quick question: is Indinium a really tough metal? It's sturdy?
Sorry, Jake.
Is it is it a really hard material? Is it hard to break?
Jake just asked if he could kill whatever god is connected to Kelenar, and no, because there's not a god. Anyway, what are you doing?
I love that. Is Indinium a tough metal, or is it malleable? You know how
it needs to be forged. It needs to
durable.
be forged.
Yeah, but is it sturdy? If I was to make something out of it, would it be sturdier than gold or less?
It'll
Okay,
it's
cool.
it kind of has the same toughness as steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use the spell fabricate.
Mhm.
I'm going to choose a raw materials that you can see within range, and you can fabricate a large or small object.
Doesn't affect
containing
Indinium.
10-foot cube of connected type. Oh shoot. Yeah, whatever. I'll just use gold. Gold is just like one of the hardest materials out there. I'm making gold handcuffs.
All right, gold handcuffs.
I'm putting our prisoner attached with gold handcuffs. And I'm also gonna make little ball chains for his feet. As we all know, gold is super dense, so it's super heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm just gonna set him somewhere.
All right.
He's now out of my way and out of mind.
I'm gonna say you set him next to Sam so Sam can keep an eye on him.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Sam
Alright, cool.
confuses him as a trade.
He tries to stuff him in the cage.
He doesn't fit, sir.
I'll just hold him under the water. All right. All right. Nothing else y'all want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
Other than
I've had my.
Beau,
my
other than
fill.
Beau trying to figure out a way to bring these people back at the library.
Right. Okay.
That's better.
We'll say you start heading into the library, and the ship starts setting sail for the storm ship, and we're gonna end the session there.